Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Code Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where Oh, that's not funny tonight. Anyway, I'm Andrew Gilbert.
Oh God!
What a way to start.
Yeah, I was wondering how you would deal with that.
I'll start it again next time.
Also, for Monty, at least in the chat, maybe some spoiler warnings at some point.
Yes.
Like now.
There's spoilers in my introduction here, so spoilers if you are not caught up on the stream live game, and only caught up on the podcast, we're gonna spoil a whole bunch tonight.
The take-home edition.
But it should be a lot of fun. Should have a good time.
I don't think Monty cares about being spoiled.
Don't tell Monty what Monty cares about.
I mean, that's just that's all. I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight, I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing someone different tonight. And we'll get to that. Say hi, Galway.
We're about to find out why I'm the unbenevolent dictator.
Indeed. Adam, playing the halfling rogue, Burbage Kemp.
Hey, everybody.
Lena, playing the Goliath barbarian, Stormbringer.
Hi.
Darcy, playing the tiefling cleric, Hakari.
Shooting at the walls of heartache, baby. I am a warrior. Sorry, you guys had to hear that. That was really off tune.
No, it was beautiful.
But I'm shooting at the walls of heartache for everyone that's caught up and knows what's about to happen.
That's very true. That's good tone.
Bang,
good
bang.
Tone. we also have a guest star tonight. Chris or Lee. Chris, I'm not going to say your character yet, but we'll get to that later as well. But say hi to the people.
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Again, I wave at my microphone. I don't know why I always seem to do that.
You fit in well here.
Andy once while DMing, like he was like acting stuff out with his hands, and so his finger went off of push to talk, and we were like, "What is happening?"
and furthermore, then he referred to the stuff that he'd been acting out with his hands as if we'd been seeing it. So like, no, we've gotten nothing the last 25 seconds, man.
Anyway, follow Chris on Twitter and Instagram at Vexine Design. The E's are 3s in that. Vexine Design. And check her out on Facebook as Chris Orley. She's awesome. You're going to get to love her as we have tonight. So if you guys want to, feel free to draw in the background for a second while I come up with some announcements. Again, first of all, massive spoilers to anyone who's only caught up on the podcast. We'd love to hear you listen, and we'd love to talk to you. We just don't want to spoil anything for you, because there's some pretty fascinating, crazy, scary, sad, amazing, awesome stuff coming up. So, anyway, also, we've started a second podcast, Helpful Goat Gaming Presents, where currently we are playing a session of Waterdeep Dragon Heist with all new characters, some new cast. That's hilarious and awesome and amazingly fun. You really need to check that out. Helpful Goat Gaming Presents. And we're also going to have some shorter one-shots, smaller campaigns, some maybe, who knows what else is going into that. Something just a little different from our kind of main campaign with the Fates of Rin here. Anyway, our podcast just today launched the end of season 1 with Goats and Dragons. It's amazing. It's fascinating. And we still got another month until the introduction of season 2. So we're going to be pushing that pretty hard, and that'll be a blast. Speaking of podcasts, Adam, what's happening with you?
I just released a podcast that a couple of friends and I made called the Podney Danger Cast. It is a podcast that is ostensibly all about Rodney Dangerfield, but much like that documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop, it ends up being about something else entirely.
Oh, is it about dolphins?
No. But yeah, the Podney Dangercast, check it out wherever you get podcasts.
Awesome.
It is only 7 episodes total, and like 40 minutes in all. Like, so go listen to it.
I love it. We also are affiliate, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And as a reminder, anyone who has Amazon Prime, you're able to subscribe for free through Twitch Prime that you get. And it's super easy to link those accounts and get that set up. We would love it if you were subscribed to us. But hey, it's a free subscription to any of your favorite streamers, and certainly help out the community in any way you can. That's a nice, free, easy way to do it. But either in that, we super appreciate your support. Even if you're just following the channel or following us on Twitch, well, that's the same thing. Or following us on Twitter, which is something different. Or on Facebook, whatever. If you're just kind of getting in touch with us, we love it. We really, really enjoy everyone, and are having a blast doing this. So keep in touch with us there. Cool. All right. Adjective Andy. That's
Okay.
Beautiful.
So Adam, I need a clip of that laugh.
It's perfect.
I need a clip of that laugh. We need to integrate that into materials.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
Dun, 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 dun. This would have been the perfect time for the funereal remix of this song.
I'm not done yet.
Dirges and Dragons.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Well, okay, it's still better than Dirges and Dungeons.
We're trying to go into this episode with a serious tone.
Right. Yes. Here we go.
Yes.
I'm going to be serious now because, frankly, shit is bad.
Okay. All right. Everyone take a deep breath.
Oh, that's just really awful in the headphones.
Previously on Goats and Dragons, Fates of Rin. Returning to Cliff Mill by sea with a boat full of supplies, the family encountered another creature like the late Roburn. Only Stormbringer, who had, through magical means, remembered Roburn, was able to shake off the memory effects produced by the sight of her true self. This led quickly to a fight, as this creature named Belle moved to Charity and intimated that she would take him with her. Stormbringer brought the storm down on this creature, killed her in a ferocious rage. In the aftermath, everyone came back to awareness, and a talking bag of holding eventually gave up all of Belle's belongings. Among these belongings were a journal and a letter to Belle, and with this threat dismissed, the family celebrated with the halflings and dwarves on the boat. The weather then had turned chillier, and the town of Cliffmill loomed on the horizon. A few halflings, through the mists as they approached, noticed a light on a ship already in the harbor, blinking. One of them wondered if it was a type of seafarer's code and began to take notes, trying to decipher it. To him, it seemed to spell out, in bursts short and long, the words, "Before the tiger." This meant nothing to any of the crew and was chalked up to odd halfling business. Cliffmill seemed to have a slight visual change since the last time the family was here. Large hooded lanterns now light up the ice spire in the middle of town, and large camps have now been set out outside the walls of the city, and torches now line the shore. This sleepy town seemed to be a beacon to all kinds of folk around. The family disembarked, and they walked amongst the docks workers already unloading the ship, when one of them stands straight in front of Charity and says, "Hello." At this, Charity's magic dagger alerts the group to an attack just before it happens. Quickly, assassins pounce on the group, immediately targeting Charity, who falls quickly. The group closes ranks, but the ambush has already been sprung when a familiar white tiger, Tabaxi, arrives from the darkness. The fight's ending seems, at this point, already foretold. He banished Stormbringer and Burbage to another plane of existence, while Charity and Hikari took turns boldly helping each other stay alive as long as they could. However, in the end, as Hikari fell unconscious in Charity's arms, the White Tiger brought back Stormbringer and Burbage just in time to see Charity broken on the docks next to the unconscious Hikari. As the inevitable was just about to happen, Charity lifted his eyes to the others, who just now appeared. He weakly spoke something to Stormbringer, like the necklace, and then looked to Burbage, nodding now at him, and said, "I trust you." This Tabaxi bent down, and the others watched him end Charity by breaking off his horn. Quickly, Stormbringer rushed the tiger, who smiled as he and the limp body of Charity disappeared behind a closing portal. Gone now. Unable to reach them, Stormbringer crawled back over to Hikari, rummaged around in her pockets for a healing potion, and tipped her head back as she poured it in. A moment passes, and there is no movement. And then, a cough, and Hikari sputters, gasping for air, her eyes open to see a grim scene around her. I lost my place.
I've literally lost where I am. There we go.
Sorry, Both Burbage and Stormbringer now slump to the ground and are unmoving on their knees. Hikari, you see, as you open your eyes, poisonous gases swirling around the torches of the ship. The tiger is gone, but his minions remain, cackling in victory. Then they too, one at a time, slip into a purplish light and disappear. Hikari, those around you are unmoving, and you do not see Charity. What is it all of you would like to do?
So I didn't see him die, actually, right?
You did not. You just now came to consciousness. The last thing you remember, Charity had you in his arms, flying as fast as he could out of the poisonous cloud.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna really quickly, like as soon as I woke up, just kind of start and just like can I jump up? Am I healed or am I still prone?
No, let's go ahead and roll those hit points to see what you are. You're at 8d4 plus 8. So I can do that real quick.
Yeah, just roll it for me real quick because my computer's slow.
You have 27 hit points.
So I have enough to jump up from where I was laying.
Certainly. Your skin is burned, like the worst sunburn you've ever had. But other than that, you are whole. You have your faculties about you.
Okay. So I just jump up and like start kind of yelling, and I take my sword out and I just start slashing the air. Like, all right, obviously not where Burbage and Stormbringer are, but I just started like kind of like running around and just slashing at the air for a while. And then I realize, that the tabaxi and everything's not there anymore. And so I kind of slump down and I just look at Burbage and Stormbringer and I say, "Where's Charity?"
He's gone. We fucked up, Hakari. We fucked up really bad.
What do you mean he's gotten, like...
He's dead.
Like, what?
That's Tabaxi. We fucking murdered him. He brought us back from that fucking realm just so we could watch him kill him. And now he's gone.
We let him die.
But you guys weren't
failed
even here. You weren't even here, though. You couldn't do anything. Where did he send you?
Floating in a fucking expanse. Helpless. God damn it. That's Tabaxi. Fuck! We've seen him before. Stormbringer, right?
Yeah.
He was from the fucking bathhouses in Federo.
He was in the baths, yeah.
What is happening? I don't... Alright, I'm going back on the ship. Fuck this town. Fuck Cliff Mill. Fuck everything. I can't. Burbage is standing up and heading for the ship.
Burbage.
He's leaving.
Sorry. So I'm gonna run up to you. Oh, sorry. I was talking without the button on. So I'm gonna run up to you and kind of grab your shirt and pull you back.
Let me go! Stop!
Burbage. We can get him back. If I can find him within 10 days, I can bring him back to life.
What's you talking about, Hakari?
I have a spell and we can get him back. And we can't just give up, Burbage. Like, people die, but we have a good shot of getting him back, which is more than I can say for the majority of my life. I've had everyone die on me, or I die and then come back completely different, and I never get those people back, but we can get him back. You just take a breath.
We were supposed to be getting Vimeris back. Vimeris is... We were here to try to help him, and now Charity's gone too.
We can get them both back. I promise you. We have to... We can't just give up. Like, we have to try.
Burbage is he's like pulling at his hair with like one of his hands, and he's looking around in the night, and does he see? Yeah, what does he see?
You see a few people from the boat now trying to make their way to shore, not messing with the cloud of poison that's still sort of lingering around there. You see buildings on fire, which certainly were not when you left this plane of existence. And then even further on past that, you see some fighting still going on. There are people taking up arms against these people. You can't see faces. All you can see is figures at this point.
You mean against the assassins?
It appears so. Against these people on the beach that were just waiting for you. Yeah.
He just left them?
He left he left
dick.
all of his people behind.
So there's a fight happening.
Yeah.
Burbage he's mindlessly running towards the fight. He wants to kill somebody.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and I'm going to grab you, like tackle you.
Ah!
So about here, Hakari, just catches up to you and grabs you. And about that time, a figure that was on the roof jumps down. You recognize them as one of the assassins that ambushed you, and you just don't feel in a state to really fight this at the moment. But Burbage, there's a fire in your eyes and you can't help it. Hikari, Stormbringer, Burbage, you see him just kind of lazily, almost like pouring a black sort of liquid over his short swords and then just rubbing them together.
The assassin?
Shing. Yeah. Shing. And he's looking now at you.
So I am going to take out my sword and just start running at him really quick. Wait, how far away is he from us?
About 30 or so feet.
Okay.
However, as you do that, you see his body jolt forward a second. He turns around slightly. There's an arrow straight in his back. And then a figure that seems to just pop out of the ocean itself rushes toward you. The arm of this figure, just impossibly fast, raises in the air, and a dagger slashes across his throat. And this creature even falls to the ground as well.
Okay, cool.
And you look back to Burbage. You've tackled him, and he's still on his hands and knees, kind of in the sand.
Okay, I'm going to... So that guy's dead. There's no one else coming for us, right? That we can see?
Not that you see. Give me a perception check.
Okay. One moment.
While on his hands and knees, Burbage is like looking up and seeing the ice spire and just feeling completely hopeless. Seeing Vimeris in the ice and having just seen Charity go to.
Yeah. Hikari, you see this figure that came out of the ocean kind of step back and give you a moment, seemingly completing their task. You don't see any other threats at all at this point. You do see Stormbringer still on the docks. Probably, tell me if I'm wrong, but probably just staring at where this white tiger took Hikari, or took Charity through space and time.
Yeah, Stormbringer's just totally in shock. She's not moving. She's kneeling on the dock still and not responding to anything around.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I'm going to... Oh, sorry.
No, so did we both see the assassin get shot by an arrow?
Yes.
But do we see the source of that arrow?
No.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Darce.
Oh, I think you're not... I can't hear you.
Yeah, there was a little connection thing there.
Like I heard a little artifact and then nothing else.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my microphone unplugged. So I'm gonna go back to where Burbage is and kneel like on the sand by him, and then I'm gonna take his face and just like kind of take my hand and just so he's looking at me. I'm gonna say, Burbage, we have to go get Stormbringer and we have to get someplace safe. And then we will find Charity, and I promise you I will do everything in my power to bring him back.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Burbage will stumble to his feet and wipe tears from his eyes.
So then, are you coming, like, if I start going towards Stormbringer, will you follow?
Yeah, he'll try to tend to do that.
Like, do I need to carry you?
You might need to just, like, guide him a little
Or
bit.
give him give him an arm. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was wondering. So we will slowly make our way back to Stormbringer then.
Okay. You walk up the pier, the sand still gritty from the fight. Still some blood on the pier in front of Stormbringer that she just seems latched onto, nearly catatonic.
Burbage, you're gonna have to talk to her because you know her better than me. We have to get her up, go to a safe place, get our wits about us, and then we can start planning for how to get Charity back.
Yeah, all right. What happened back there? What happened to that guy? What's happening?
I have no idea. I have no idea, but we can't worry about that right now because no one's coming towards us. It looks like people are fighting the rest of those people, but we have to concentrate on getting to safety because otherwise he could come back. And if that Tabaxi comes back, we're all gonna die right now. And we have to stay alive.
Why?
Because if we don't, you will never see Charity or Vimeris again. And we can do this. We can get them back. I promise you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Burbage will go to be in front of Stormbringer. So yeah, Lena, he sees just a catatonic Stormbringer.
Yeah, she's not responding to anything around her. It seems like she's completely gone into shock. She's kneeling on the docks where you guys left her, just kind of staring off into the distance. Yeah.
I don't know if she'll respond to these initial attempts, but Burbage will, start off with Stormbringer. Stormbringer, can you hear me?
I failed everyone.
You didn't fail anyone, Stormbringer. We were ambushed. It was fucked up, but Hikari says that we could still save Charity. There's still time. All right, do you hear me? Look at me, Stormbringer. Look me in the eyes.
I can't save anyone.
Yes, you can. We can. We have to try, right? Right? I don't know what's happening, but we have to try, right? Look at me, Stormbringer. Hikari, tell her what you told me.
Stormbringer, I can bring him back, but I can't do it by myself. I'm gonna need help to find him and to kill that Tabaxi so that he can't hurt anyone ever like this again. But I can bring Charity back. I have a spell. We need to go someplace safe so we can rest and then we can figure out what to do next. But we can't give up. If we just sit here, then he's gonna get further away, and that means that it could be harder to find him. But we have to get up.
Do you hear that, Stormbringer? Do you hear us? And so so Burbage is increasingly desperately trying to get Stormbringer to look at him in the eyes. And the longer she now if she doesn't do that, he will definitely just fall around Stormbringer's neck in a desperate embrace. He's feeling helpless. There's no bravery in this embrace. He wants his friend to be here with him.
Stormbringer
by which he means Stormbringer. Yeah.
Stormbringer will put kind of a hand on his back in a half hug and look at him for a second and then stand up. She still looks really, really out of it, but she's standing at least. Also probably with him still around her neck.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful moment.
Aw.
I won't let. I can't stop anyone else from hurting you. I can't do anything anymore, but I
don't think about it. Right now we can't afford to think. We just have to move. All right. Hikari, what do we do? Do we go back? Do we have to get our things off of the ship? Do we go to the ship? Where are we going?
We have to go to the ship because I think Charity might have something that could help me bring him back. Or at least I can go to the ship and get our stuff. But we have to get someplace safe. Does the ship look safe right now, Andy? Or is there still
there's still lots of this cloud of poisonous gas.
Okay.
Hikari, you do see that figure that killed the assassin is now waving you over.
Okay.
Toward them. They also seem to be wrangling the halflings that made it off the ship on shore.
Okay.
They're gathering some people and waving you over.
So never mind, scrap all that. I forgot to ask about the ship first.
You think these clouds will dissipate eventually? Like you'll be able to get on later, but just not yet.
But right. Actually, so wait, the person that killed the assassin is waving us down?
Yeah.
Okay. Burbage and Stormbringer, you need to wait here. Okay, and I will be right back. I'm gonna go talk to the person that killed that. I think it's the one that killed that assassin that was looking at us, Burbage.
Hikari, we're not staying here. We're coming with you.
Okay, then you can come with me.
Stormbringer, you can set me down if you'd like. But if carrying me helps you feel better, you can do that too. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm fine either way.
Okay, you can walk. I'll set him down.
Okay.
And then, I guess we'll head towards the person that came out of the ocean?
Yeah, you head up the beach. There are bodies of those who tried to ambush you still on the beach.
I'm going to kick at them as I go by and then just walk over a couple.
Okay. No worries. And the entire beach is lit by the buildings now on fire over here from your fireball earlier. And you see a couple figures kind of waiting for you and ushering these halflings onward. And as you get closer, Chris and Galway, why don't you both explain what they see as they come upon these two figures? Chris, maybe first.
Okay, me first? Okay.
Sure.
You see before you the figures completely soaking wet because I just came out of the water. I am dressed in leather armor with a blue kind of sash. My head is covered in a cloak, and I do have a half mask on to where you can only see the bridge of my nose and my eyes. I roughly stand about 5'6", and I'm standing there just kind of calming myself down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the figure standing behind her.
Behind her, you'll see a tall, Hikari's probably close enough to see probably half-elven woman, sort of shooing the halflings towards what Hikari would know as the tavern, or at least in that direction. Her hair is undercut on the sides, and in the back is gathered down into a ponytail that reaches up, not a ponytail, sorry, a braid that reaches about her waist. And her hair is essentially blood red. And at this point, slung over her back is a longbow that is basically 2/3 of her almost 6-foot body height.
Indeed.
And you said she's waving.
She's like shooing the halflings towards the tavern. Actually, as you're getting closer with her, go on, Yes. Poison clouds, go.
These are the halflings from the ship.
Yeah. You recognize Adel as one of them.
Okay.
Stormbringer is just staring blankly at everyone.
Yeah, and Burbage is like, when he saw Hikari like kick the bodies, like he would think in that moment to like try to search these bodies desperately in the night for anything, like angrily, like hitting them, searching them, taking out his like grief and rage, but seeing if there's anything useful on these bodies, just in case that helps.
Yeah, give me an investigation search for trying to do this kind of quickly.
Give me an investigation attack roll.
Yeah. Oh, good. With a 13, you find that all of them have a very similar note on them, which I will put in your journals right now, as well as a total of 15 platinum pieces. And then Burbage, you find a small vial of black liquid.
Okay.
And then Hikari.
They weren't even well paid assassins.
15 platinum's pretty good total.
It's not bad. It is 150 gold for the 4 of them. Yeah.
Which consider, I was like, consider medieval economy.
Platinum.
Sure, yeah.
True.
Stormbringer and Hikari and Burbage, you kind of then quickly come up behind them. You're meeting these 2 figures, and they're sort of ushering you along the same path as the halflings. What would you...
I'm gonna just start asking, okay, who are you guys? Like, you better, be honest with us. I'll be able to tell if you're lying, because we just lost a friend, and I'm not gonna go anywhere with you. We're not going with you until you tell us who you are.
Currently, we're people who want the people you want dead.
I'm gonna roll insight.
You're more than welcome to stay here on the shore, but I guarantee you it's safer over here.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight on this.
Okay.
There's nowhere safe.
6.
Damn it.
Hikari, you're having a really hard time trusting anyone at this point. So your hand is still on your sword. You're not giving in and letting your guard down yet.
The big one's
the
big one's got a good head on her shoulders. Nowhere's safe. Tavern is safer than here, though.
But that's a very good argument too. Yeah.
Doesn't matter how safe it is.
It is if you want your friend back.
By this point, I will have come up, and I'll say, you helped kill those people, right? The assassins.
Yeah, they were in our way.
Then I think right now you're the only people we can trust. Hikari, Stormbringer. I don't see what option we have.
All right, let's go with them. Stormbringer, are you gonna come?
Stormbringer will just kind of start following blankly.
Okay.
Burbage will walk right next to Stormbringer, hold it like with his hand on like the back of her knee.
You're gonna see the
I'm sorry.
the figure with the red hair and the bow. Once she clears the fire, she's gonna sort of easily hoist herself up onto the roof, and is pretty clearly keeping watch as you all are moving behind her.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anyone skulking around. You don't see anyone a danger right now. There are, you've already looted these bodies down here. Give me a perception check if you want to look a little harder.
13?
Yeah, it's on this cold night, you can see your breath. You feel like it's maybe even about to snow, but it's actually quite quiet. Other than there's a few people now rushing to put out the fires on these buildings.
Andy, in his state as he walks along with Stormbringer, Burbage would he's in a very heightened, kind of sharpened mode right now, so he's going to try to look around and be extra perceptive too.
Okay.
For what it's.
A critical hit on that perception. Yeah. So with a 29 total. Yeah, Burbage, you can see everything so clearly. It's not that you're finding anything new. The night is pretty still. It's just every little detail here is being burned into your mind. You feel you can just recall every sensation that you're feeling right now. The cold of the air on your right side mixed with the hotness from the fire on your left. The smell of sea salt and kind of a mixture of blood and sweat. The sound of the waves crashing and the fires crackling. You're just never gonna forget this moment.
And the figure of the ice spire in the dark,
right.
I imagine.
You do notice that this hooded figure with a 29 in front of you has fairly distinctly feminine features. Though their voice was maybe a little bit lower.
Okay.
And yeah. Do you all sort of continue then to the tavern?
Yeah, I'm walking.
Yeah, if Burbage and Hikari are going, I'll go.
All right.
I forget any.
So
the doors are over here. Yeah.
Yeah, like on this side. Yeah. So this figure's just leaping from rooftop to rooftop, and I mean so Stormbringer, Burbage, and Hikari, you definitely get the sense that you're in the presence of people that can handle themselves, if that makes sense. And out of the horrors of tonight, there is something somewhat safe feeling about being in their presence. You feel a little bit protected, even if it's fleeting. So they motion you in. Stormbringer, you open the door to the bushy tent pole, and as you step in, you're struck around the waist by a small creature who's now just latched onto your buttocks, basically around you, and is squeezing tight. And you kind of have to look down and sort of peer around the bushy hair. But it's a small halfling woman named Missy, the barkeep. And she's just squeezing you really hard. And she says, "Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you'd be back. I knew it. I told Riani you'd be back. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. And Hikari and Burbage, you're right behind.
Only 3/4 of us are back.
She lets go just a little bit, and you see that there's already tears in her eyes a bit, Stormbringer, and her smile kind of drops and fades as she looks around. Where's Charity?
He's dead. We were ambushed on the docks. What the fuck is going on in Cliff Mill?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please sit, get around the fire, get warm. I'll bring some drinks and I'll answer anything I can, but... And now she looks to the two figures that brought you in.
Aideen is actually probably already, like, putting drinks on a tray.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Like, with an ease that makes you three realize that they've been here a few days at least. Like, they are comfortable with this place. And Missy's, definitely running around trying to help with that. And she looks to these two figures and says, I bet they're lifesavers. These two. I don't know what all of us would have done without them. She looks to kind of the rest of the group sort of now sitting in the back of the bar with blankets around them getting warm.
I'm looking around super suspiciously at everybody that I can see in here, and it looks like maybe it's kind of dim, so I don't know if I'll be able to make anybody out. Like, I know the halfling crew members, I followed them in here.
Right.
But do I see any
Increase the lights.
dangerous figures?
You do see one figure who's a minotaur with seemingly entirely black skin and fur with white horns, the tips of which are silvered and chains dangle from him. He seems to be serving the halflings some food. And then there's a very, very nice dressed dwarven man kind of sitting in the corner, gems tied into his beard that kind of clink as he looks around the room. And then there was another person fighting on the beach that you recognize, and she's kind of gotten blankets for all the halflings, and you see her now in the corner kind of wiping blood off of her dual rapiers that she then sheathes as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but everyone just kind of has the sense of just helping each other out for the moment, and everyone's kind of giving each other sort of down glances, and at this, Missy is trying to take your hand, Hikari, and lead you kind of this way over to the fire. She's got a couple drinks in her left hand.
I'm carrying sort of a pair of trays.
Yeah, and she looks over her shoulder. Burbage, I got some milk for you. It took a while to get, and I know how much you really wanted it. I don't know if it means much now, but I have some Ankheg milk for you finally.
Here's the reason you have this.
Aye.
This shit is poisonous.
A bit.
More than a little.
Excellent. Excellent callback to the Ankheg milk. I don't think Burbage is in the mood to acknowledge it.
You're gonna You're gonna see this figure put down one particular mug very carefully, with it at like arm's length. Like,
right. Yeah, Stormbringer will, Burbage will walk over, kind of looking back at Stormbringer, kind of like to assure her that, like, you know, I'll be back in a moment. But yeah, he'll say, "Thank you, Missy. I think I might need something a bit heavier than that tonight." What is happening? Is it really safe here? I don't think I'm going to be able to get Stormbringer to sit down right now. You've got to come over here and tell us what's going on. Or can we go upstairs, a space away from all these people who I don't know if we can trust. I don't know who I can trust anymore.
Oh, it's fine, Burbage. Look, it's fine. I've been saving your rooms this whole time. Up on the right, the one you had last time. If you want to go there and just talk, it's fine. I don't know what I can say other than, yeah, stuff is going to shit without you. Rainy. At this, she kind of gets a little choked up. Well, if it weren't for these folks that came in on the Dark Horizon, the boat out there, I don't know what the rest of us would do. Shennick's taken over this whole town, and everyone seems under like a spell.
Shennick.
Aye, that white tiger thing.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
I just immediately like stop whatever I'm doing. I guess I'm just kind of standing there and just say, where can we find him? He's the one that killed Charity. Where is he?
I don't know. I don't know where he is right now. We see him in town sometimes, and then he just appears in and out sometimes. I don't think he's
What?
far away, but
What is he? Because he is not a tabaxi.
He's a fiend.
He's not a tabaxi.
He's a fiend.
What?
A tabaxi would not be able to summon demons like that.
Or fly.
Exactly.
No. I've hunted many things. It's no tabaxi. It's a fiend.
Burbage will look at the red-haired woman and
at this she's going to stop and I apologize for the shortness before, but it was more important to get you to someplace a little more secure. My name is Aideen.
Yeah, 18. Thanks for your help. Can you and your friend over there, and I'll gesture toward the hooded figure.
Qrotch.
Sorry.
I'm gonna laugh every time I hear that.
So am I.
What did you say his name was?
Qrotch. The sticky.
That.
Sorry, Burbage is looking back and forth between Aideen and this hooded figure, and he's got the most incredulous, almost angrily incredulous look on his face. I'm sorry, what kind of... This is no time for fucking jokes, alright? What's your name?
I'm not quite sure if you heard the first time, but it's Qrotch.
Oh, all right. Oh, Qrotch the Sticky, are you? Oh, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. I'm fucking Rin. Here are my fates. Do you believe me? No. Qrotch the Sticky, what is happening here? Do you
Listen,
understand?
little man, I understand you've been through a lot, and I understand that you're having a bit of an issue right now. But your problem is not my problem at the moment. So take a breather.
We're going upstairs. Anybody who wants to give us any answers about anything that would be helpful, please come upstairs with us. Hikari, Stormbringer, let's get the fuck out of here.
Can we at least non-confrontationally establish that my name is in fact Aideen?
Stormbringer's gonna follow Burbage.
Qrotch the Sticky. Burbage is just murmuring to himself. Qrotch the Sticky, Qrotch the Sticky. What? What?
Aideen, what'd you give him to drink?
I don't think he drank anything that I gave him to drink. Technically speaking, I gave him ankeg milk, but that should just cause him to keel over and possibly vomit.
Oh.
It's not a hallucinogen. I mean, to be fair, the name does have an impact. We'll see if
True.
We'll see if perhaps I can have a little bit of a talk with them and get them to settle down / stop screaming quite so much.
At this, Elyen, the other woman with the rapiers, comes over to you, Qrotch, and says,
Yes.
do what you need to do. I'll keep watch down here.
Oh, love. Actually, you and I need to have a little side-by-side.
Why? What is it?
What the fuck about don't kill our crew members did you not get?
They're not our crew members anymore. Not if they part of his flock.
Wook was still there. You didn't even try. None of these people are doing this because they want to.
Wook was dangerous.
We're all dangerous.
Once you start,
but we're all family.
Once you start that chant, you're dangerous and you need to be put down like a rabid dog. It's not the dog's fault. It got the disease. But you need to put it down so it doesn't spread.
I don't agree with your method.
You don't have to agree.
So you're telling me when we come up to Rosenberg and we get to Rosenberg, you're going to try and put him down too? Because I guarantee you ain't going to make it.
She just stares at you, kind of squints a little bit. I suppose we'll find out, huh?
Yeah.
I'll keep watch.
Aye. And at that, I'll turn around and go grab a beer.
Okay. So the rest of you and Aideen head upstairs. You have a couple rooms that Missy set aside for you. Burbage, you remember which ones they were? There's the one that you had, your old room here, and the sort of one that Charity sort of claimed at first. Which would you like to go into?
Yeah, Burbage.
The one you had was on this side of the establishment.
Oh, it was over there. For some reason, I thought it was in this corner, but
just upstairs and then over here.
Yeah, Burbage would lead them into the last room that he was in.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nope. All you. Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, all of a sudden, Burbage, I don't know if Stormbringer notices this since she's in shock, but you realize that Hikari didn't drink anything. Like, I don't have a glass in my hand. I didn't take anything they gave me. So, like, for the first time ever, I'm not drinking.
I love it.
So Aideen followed upstairs.
Yeah, Aideen would have followed you upstairs as you all went into the room. Probably would have entered the room last, but is also Burbage, you would probably notice this the most, is conspicuously not blocking the door. Like, she's sort of near the exit, but if anyone was going to leave, it's not like she has a great angle on them or anything. It seems, and you would probably read this, she's trying to put you at ease.
Yeah.
Stormbringer is going to move in between Burbage and Aideen. She's kind of looking like she's perking up a little, but not in a good way.
That scares me. I love it. Yeah.
Aideen. Aideen.
Yeah, the room is simple. There's just a sort of a candle lit in the corner of a writing desk. There's a small bed and a chest in the corner.
Aideen she'll pull a flask out from under her sort of cloak. Yes, that's Aideen Greygust.
All right, Aideen. Can you please, no bullshit, tell me what is happening in Cliffmill? When did that Tabaxi show up? What, not a Tabaxi, the Fiend. What is going on? What do you know? And who is your friend? Why is he being a complete fucking idiot right now? Qrotch the sticky.
All right, that was several questions in sequence, and I'm not really sure which you want me to answer first. The short version of what's happening is the cat's fucking this town. Not the good way. As for when he got here, I'm not too sure. He was already here when we got here.
When did you get here?
A little under a week ago. 4 or 5 days. That was what we said, right, Andy? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was suddenly I'm like, shit! One of the things we explicitly established. 4 or 5 days ago, the town was already like this. And as for my friend is Qrotch the Sticky. I didn't pick the name.
It's not the name that concerns me so much as the implication. The implication being that, oh, okay, all of a sudden, Qrotch the Sticky is a real person who's just walking around Cliffmill shooting assassins that murdered my friend.
Well, you see, that's not true. Qrotch the Sticky is a person who's walking around Cliff Mill stabbing the assassins. I was the one who shot him. Just to be clear.
Right. So, okay, I see what's maybe it's some sort of copycat, somebody who just took the name. All right, so this is just a hooded figure who likes using the name Qrotch the Sticky. This is not, famous pirate thief Qrotch the Sticky, right?
Nope, that'd be the one. Famous pirate, definitely a thief.
Burbage is gonna just stare at Aideen and just nod sternly a few times, kind of like
I assure you, I have
Martin in Fargo.
I have no
specific moment.
I have no ability to verify the stickiness of the crotch outside of the name.
Jesus.
Burbage just makes this big grandiose shrug and just sits on the floor and just lies down. He just lies down on the floor and just within this big shrug of a movement.
Was that it for the questions then?
I don't even know anymore.
All right. Let's just cut to some more relevant details then, huh? It's a fiend. I don't know exactly what type. I do know some of its powers. I've seen what it's done in this town. And, as I mentioned, it's nothing good. I have various reasons that I would prefer that cat to be dead in the most painful way possible. If that seems agreeable to you, I would suggest that we can help each other.
Burbage will sit up and then stand up and go back to the stern Martin Freeman nod, I guess, at AD.
Pursed lips, sucked in.
Yeah, you know exactly what
I'm totally picturing it right now.
Yeah, I get you.
But before we talk about that more, do you mind if I have a question for you?
Shoot.
You don't generally want to tell me to do that.
Is that a threat?
More of a general comment on my particular set of skills, which I imagine would be similar to how people should not say to you, punch repeatedly. Unless they want you to punch something repeatedly, at which point that thing will no longer be there.
Stormbringer just looks confused, like she's not following this at all.
We'll come back to your questions later. Why? Lots of people die. Why are you gonna go save this charity?
Because we can, and he's our friend.
He's our family.
Exactly.
Lots of people have friends that die. Lots of people have family that die. Doesn't mean they go fight a fucking fiend over it.
But I can bring him back, and if I don't try, I will never be able to live with myself.
And fuck, what is there left to do but fight a fucking fiend? At least then we can follow him into death. We fucked up and failed enough already.
Exactly. Not that we fucked up and failed. Sorry, I was saying that about the first part.
So at Aideen's question, why? So Burbage's intensity went down a few notches, and he's looking a bit nauseated, and he just goes over to the writing desk and sits down. He does not have an answer for Aideen.
Listen, we can help each other. Everyone wants that fiend to be gone. We want our friend back. So if we work together, then I can do my spell and we can find them, and we can kill that son of a bitch.
Did Qrotch come up from the bar and kind of listening to the conversation?
I've got a tray of beer.
Yeah. And Aideen's going to sort of nod at Takari. I understand your answer, and it doesn't particularly concern me. The big one here, I like her answer. That's what I need to hear. The little man, though, the little man concerns me. Because you see, this isn't like going out and killing some fat, ineffectual noble. This thing is dangerous. This thing is strong. And I don't want someone that's going to decide that they're just going to wander away in the middle and leave me holding the very pissed off fiend.
So all of a sudden my eyes just turn completely black. And the candles just start flickering. And like it kind of shoots flame for a second and then just start flickering. And I'm going to say, and I'm not dangerous?
While the candles are flickering, and as Burbage looks at Aideen and hears what she says, yeah, Burbage is gonna... He just looks completely at a loss. He looks scared. He looks really scared, actually. And he is going to take a beer from Qrotch as he exits the room and walks down the hall. And he's just gonna slouch to the floor in the hall of the tavern, of the inn.
Stormbringer's gonna immediately follow him. Not like she's really doing anything, just following him.
Autopilot is now follow Burbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, they walk past me. So I'm going to kind of lean into the room and look at Aideen and then look at Hakari and say, it looks like you got a rise out of this one.
Sure enough, but like I said, she wasn't the concern.
I, the little man with the temper, is the concern, but
it's the little man's
he'll come around.
It's the little man's lack of temper that concerns me.
Oh, I don't know. He seemed awfully pissy downstairs. I feel like there's a fire there. It's just a little wet at the moment. I mean, the same could be asked of us. We could have left. Maybe we should explain why we're still here.
Fair enough, but I don't want to be betting on people that might lose me my life. You there, I'd call you Bright Eyes, but it's in fact the exact opposite at the moment. It's a little disconcerting, in fact. Can you turn that off?
I look at him really intensely for just a few seconds, and then my eyes go back to...
Thank you. I have no issues helping you with finding your friend, and I understand better than you might realize the desire to do it, otherwise you're not going to be able to live with yourself. Alright? I think that the real big one is in a real good place in terms of what you need to do to fight that fucker. Which is mainly being really, really angry and really, really intent on hurting him. I don't want to watch...
all the time, so that's not going to be a problem.
I don't want to watch the little one either throw his life away or make me throw mine away. That's my concern.
You've never seen Burbage fight.
But I've seen plenty of broken men. And right now, he's closer to that than a fearsome fighter.
This friend of yours, he must have been something special.
Yes, he was. And also, I would trust Burbage with my life. So don't talk about things you don't know about. Ooh.
As that conversation's going on downstairs, Burbage, the sort of short, dark-haired woman with the rapiers kind of comes over to you and.
Oh, so before you continue, I was
sorry.
picturing us still upstairs.
Just in the hallway.
Oh, I
Actually?
see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry.
I was thinking you went downstairs. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said tavern earlier, and I meant to say just inn, so just down the hall from the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you two doing then?
I'm standing blankly staring at Burbage.
I'm drinking, blankly staring at the wall.
What's the wall doing?
Nothing in particular. Yeah, sorry guys. This is roleplay.
Yeah, you're good. You're totally good.
So...
yeah, no, all right. Qrotch and Edine, you seem to have gotten Hikari on board. But there's still two that are a bit unresponsive.
So I'm going. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a way. All of a sudden, like you just hear this huge crack of thunder that almost like shakes the. I can do that, right? With my cantrip?
Thunder. Yeah,
can I make
sure.
thunder?
You can make some thunder.
Like huge crack of thunder, just just kind of shakes the whole place. Is everyone like startled? Or
Probably.
Stormbringer's
well, I mean, is Stormbringer and like Burbage? Do they look up or anything?
Stormbringer continues to stare blankly at Burbage.
Okay.
Burbage would look up.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go as close to both of them as I can and just say, you both need to wake up. Okay? Yes, Charity's gone for the moment, but we can get him back. Do you know how many people I have lost over the years? I don't even know how many lifetimes I've lived. So everyone and anyone I've ever known has died. Or I've died and left them behind. And do you know how many times out of that I could actually do something about it and help bring someone back? Because out of thousands of lifetimes, who knows? It's only ever been once before. I can do something about this. You guys have to get on board. People die, but you hardly ever get the chance to bring them back. Snap out of it.
Hikari, you and Stormbringer, you can do this. You're good people. I'm not. I'll look up at Hikari and from the floor and say that.
What do you mean, Burbage?
She asked why. She asked why. And I don't think I know the answer. I'm not good. I'm not a good person. Hikari, I'm a bad person. Charity deserves better. I don't think I can do this. All right? I'm not good. Burbage just stands up and walks to if there's a window at the end of the hall or whatever. I'll go and look out the window.
Stormbringer just blankly follows him.
I'm gonna follow them too. And then... Oh, sorry, go.
I lied to both of you, you know. I lied to both of you about those signatures that I was gathering on the ship. I wanted to do something bad with them. I wanted to do something nefarious. Because that's who I am. I'm a thief. I'm a sneak. I'm a murderer. All right? And I'm having trouble processing all this. Charity was good. Charity was good, but I don't think I can help him. I'm bad. This is what they made me into. This is what they did to me. Do you understand, Hikari? And Burbage is making very focused eye contact with you, like a meaningful look in his eyes.
Yeah. Burbage, I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
I know you feel terrible about what you felt when you watched Eldon die. But that doesn't make you bad, Burbage. He was doing awful things. He was keeping you and your soulmate away from each other. And he was not even giving you the courtesy of telling you what he was doing. Anyone would have felt that. I know you're good. I know you are, and Charity knows it too. And he's counting on all of us. We have to do this for him.
Hikari.
The only way you'll be letting him down, Burbage, is by not doing this. If you just give up now, then you will be letting him down. There, I'm done.
So motivational.
You saw the memory, right? You saw how much I enjoyed watching Eldon burn. How could somebody good, who's capable of doing good things, feel that kind of malicious glee that I felt that night? How is that possible?
Because he wasn't good, Burbage, and you are. And sometimes good people think and do bad things. Like, I can't even tell you the things I've done over my lifetimes. But I know that you're not a bad person. I know you're not. You were just feeling. A feeling isn't a bad thing. And you didn't mean to kill him. You didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I need time to think. I need time to rest. I'm so tired. Damn it. Qrotch the Sticky? Qrotch the Sticky?
Yes.
Are you in the hall?
Yeah.
Okay, Burbage will march up to you.
What you want?
You mean to tell me that you are the master pirate thief of legend, Qrotch the Sticky?
Yes. Do you want to see my ID card?
If it's all the same, and if it's all the same to everyone, could we establish Qrotch's identity without repeating the name so often? There's halfling children in the tavern.
Burbage is just frozen in like a pose, like his hands in the air, and his eyes are darting around to everybody as they talk, and then they come back to Qrotch the Sticky, and he just suddenly he just kind of melts and sticks out his hand. It's a pleasure to meet you, Qrotch the Sticky.
Qrotch extends and with a firm grip says, "Aye, the pleasure's all yours."
I think I might pass out. And Burbage passes out.
I just
Am I able to catch him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll catch him because I'm sure we were still holding hands.
You just sort of pull him in from the handshake.
Yeah.
As he fades, if you're Adam, you're actually having him pass out.
Yeah, but he can be
no, but just I meant you were okay with he's sort of going to sleep now.
Oh, 100%. He's so overwhelmed, and it's weird. Weirdly enough, it's actually the moment of him accepting,
he's broken.
This is Qrotch the Sticky. That broke him.
Yeah. Aidine's gonna just sort of lean down as Qrotch is propping you up. Little man, you might consider, what is a bad person? who chooses to make their next action a good thing. And Nadine's gonna sort of pat Burbage just lightly on the shoulder and nod to the others and head downstairs.
Stormbringer's just gonna sit down next to Burbage.
I was gonna say, is also going to collapse on Qrotch the Sticky. Must
Does nobody
emulate.
believe in rooms here? I'm sure there's beds somewhere.
There's one right behind you, Qrotch.
Yeah.
Well, then why do we got a pile up here in the hallway?
So I'm gonna ask for both of your help in getting Stormbringer and Burbage into a room, and then I don't know. I don't really feel like leaving them alone, so I say we just stay in the same room.
Yeah.
Put Burbage to bed, and we can all sleep for.
Burbage to bed, Stormbringer to floor.
Right. I could probably carry the little guy, but this big one here, that's all you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
And then I'll
Stormbringer
just...
isn't unconscious, right?
And is
No,
currently
she's sitting.
and is currently following wherever Burbage goes. So I'm pretty sure you could just lead her like a
Yeah.
cat with a toy.
That's what I was thinking. Is I could just like help you get up and then say, "Come on, let's go to bed, Stormbringer. Let's go with Burbage."
Okay.
All right. So you kind of drag her and Burbage into the room, and it's a big enough bed. If Stormbringer wanted to like lay down next to Burbage, that'd be
That's
fine.
fine. Yeah, I'll just
and
I'll sleep on
Hakari-
the floor.
Okay.
I'll
You do
still
have
have Hello
bedrolls
and
and stuff.
Yeah.
With you.
Stormbringer is just actually going to sit against the wall and stare at Burbage.
Okay.
She'll probably fall asleep doing that, but she's trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
All right. So the three of you are kind of hunkered down for the night, and Qrotch, you kind of, I assume, then just mosey on downstairs.
Yeah.
And see Adine drinking a beer, and Elien staring out the window. Yeah, if someone has we can go with either group. If something more to say before bed, Stormbringer and Hakari.
I was gonna say this later, like during the middle of the night.
I was gonna say,
Oh, okay.
Adine's kind of look at Qrotch. So, I'd say that ranked in the top half of your introductions to people.
It could have gone better, could have gone worse. The big one could have squished me. I think it went pretty well.
I'd agree. They seem promising.
Like I said, it seems like it was pretty traumatic out there on the beach, so we'll give them the night and see how they are in the morning.
Pain is a blade. Only question is who's it wounding, you or the people who caused it for you.
Aye.
Adine's
But we
gonna.
do know that this. Oh.
Adine's gonna kind of nod at Missy and be like, I should take another watch, and sort of duck outside and hop up onto the roof again.
Okay.
It seems like she's probably been doing this pretty regularly, making sure no one's sneaking up.
Sure. Yep. Elien sort of stays away from the window then, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna find a spot to go down for the night."
Aye, you do that.
All right. And then Qrotch, it's kind of just you up at the moment.
Yeah.
Some scared halflings in the corner. A big
They're halflings. They're gonna have PTSD.
a big dwarf that's taken up residence behind the bar, in a small little tent that he's made.
Right. Well, are there in the bar? Are there areas for everybody to sleep? Like, do we need to set
Yeah.
something up for the halflings that came in?
No, they pretty much quickly. Missy brought them blankets and
Okay.
stuff, so they're sleeping in chairs or on the floor, and they're okay for now. and the Minotaur is kind of curled up next to him, seemingly protecting him.
All right, I'm just gonna circle the room, and then just grab a chair and kind of sit over in the corner, over by the stairs.
Okay. Excellent. This is how several hours of the night then pass. And Hikari, you said there you wanted something to do in the middle of the night?
Well, not necessarily in the middle of the night, like more towards like 3 or 4 a.m., like
okay,
a couple hours before we actually wake up.
Sure.
So probably earlier than that.
Okay.
Burbage would wake up maybe around like 11 or midnight, depending on what time was it when he passed out.
It was about 10 by the time you got in on the docks.
Yeah.
Well, in on the dock, so then probably another hour.
Yeah. Right.
So like, let's say around midnight, Burbage will kind of start awake. Startle?
Yeah.
Stormbringer's sleeping on high alert, so if Burbage makes any noise, it would probably wake her up.
And what's Hikari up to if Burbage wakes up at midnight?
At that point, I'm still sleeping on the floor.
Okay. All right. Burbage starts awake, just covered in sweat. He was having a pretty bad dream. But yeah, he'll wake up and he'll is it maudlin if he wakes up kind of yelping the word charity? Let's just say that.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's okay.
So at that noise, Stormbringer's gonna wake up and immediately grab her axe.
I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Stormbringer's my favorite character.
Oh gosh, I know.
Jesus.
Yeah. So Burbage is kind of he's kind of out of it. He will kind of sit up in bed and he'll look at you, Stormbringer. I just was having a dream. Do you remember in Federo when we were running away from the guards? And I wanted to take us back to my apartment. And Charity didn't want to go there. And we fought. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Trustworthy. He said I wasn't trustworthy. He said I hadn't demonstrated trustworthiness. And he was right. He was right. But tonight, you know what he said to me? You know what he said to both of us? He said, I trust you. He's never said that to me before. I've always just been Burbage Kemp the goofball, you know? Burbage Kemp the occasionally clumsy drunken rogue. Even after becoming the hero of Diefield, I was a fucking mess back there on the ship. But he trusts me. Hikari. He's gonna wake up Hikari. Sorry if that fucks up your plans.
No, it's fine. Yes. What's going on?
You said it was just a feeling, right? Just a feeling that night with Eldon.
Yes, and feelings don't make anyone bad. Everyone has feelings about things.
You know what I felt? I'm realizing now I felt pure rage at Eldon, and I know now that he wasn't solely responsible for what happened between me and Theodric, but at the time, I thought he was just trying to keep us apart. He was getting in the way of our freedom to be who we want, to love who we want. And that's why I enjoyed watching him burn. And Stormbringer, you know what?
What?
I want to watch Shenik burn. I think I'll feel the same malicious glee when I watch him die. And that's okay, right? That doesn't make me a bad person. That just means I give a shit, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can do this. We have to do this. Yeah. Right. Stormbringer. Right. And he'll climb out of bed and come down to Stormbringer. How's Stormbringer looking?
She's pretty much back to her mostly catatonic state.
If you go, I'll go with you, but we'll die. And maybe we should die. I failed everybody. I failed Vimeris and Roburn, and I failed Charity, and I'll fail you too.
Stormbringer, I know that feeling. Just weeks ago, after Vimeris died, do you remember? I felt the same way. I sounded exactly like that. There's nothing to be done. Everyone's going to die. Everyone's going to leave. There's nothing that we can do. But I was wrong. There is something to do, and it's just to try. And to honor the trust that the charity placed in us. We have to do this, and maybe you're right. Maybe we will die. And maybe that would be great. Maybe the family will be no more. But for the first time in my life, Stormbringer, I feel like I might be able to do some good. And I know you might not feel the same way right now. But you'll help me, right? You'll help me. And we'll deal with this shit later on. This psychological, emotional baggage that has haunted both of our backstories. Oh, shit. I succumbed to the siren call of
the fourth wall.
Of the fourth wall. At the most intense moment, because I couldn't.
No, it's cool.
I buckled under the weight of it.
This is us. That's us. That's cool, man. Don't worry.
Yep. Anyway, how does that sound, Stormbringer? Should we go kill this guy tomorrow?
I'll try. And I'll try, if nothing else, to make sure that he dies with us.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. All right. I'm going back to bed because I'm tired as fuck. It's been a long day. I hated watching Charity die. That was the second worst experience of my life. Second to watching Vimeris die. Don't tell him I said that, though. Don't tell him that I like Vimeris more. I'm sure he already knows. All right, I'm going to bed. Good night.
I'll just sleep here and make sure you're okay.
Stormbringer, we can sleep in the same bed if you want. You know.
I'm really big.
Oh, is the bed too small, Andy?
No, it's big enough. It's like a queen.
Well,
you're tiny. She's big.
I'll lay down next to him.
It's like a 6 foot tall person sleeping with a cat.
I'll
Akari.
make sure you're all right.
Thanks, Stormbringer. Akari, there's room for you too.
I fell asleep a long time ago after you stopped talking to me.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. That's what I got for roleplay tonight, and I'm ready for combat.
As I feel like then before we perhaps fade to black, if Qrotch is still awake, Qrotch will hear sort of that very softly, and the door will open, and a Dean's gonna walk in. They're ready now.
I told you it wouldn't be long.
End of podcast episode. Right there. I'm calling it. Partly because I have to go to the bathroom.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, let's take a break. That was awesome. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with now.
All right, I will take us to a pause menu for a second, and we will be right back in a few minutes, guys.
All right. welcome back. We've returned. All right, so if there's no other business for that evening, I think each of you then wake up in the morning fully slept, at least, not necessarily refreshed. As soon as you wake up, again, it's that sort of traumatic thing that just always hits you the moment you wake up. But your general wounds have healed. And for Stormbringer, Hakari, and Burbage, you've all leveled up.
Sweet.
Woo! So if we could, real quick, before we get into more story, if we could roll hit points, that would be awesome.
I can go first. I'm a D12.
All right.
I'm gonna take mine.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Cool.
An 8. Yeah, 8's pretty good there.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll.
I will roll my D8.
Please.
Aha, that's a 1, and I will take yours.
Here's coming mine. Galway reminded me that I could just roll. Oh, wow. I could just, if you...
Because you have to...
Decision,
I was going to say, because once we invoke your die...
That's awesome.
And Hakari?
I went from a 1 to an 8.
Okay,
Feels
stupid
so
question,
good.
but it's right under where it says in the middle of our sheet, like, hit dice, right?
Yeah, you could roll a hit die. Yeah, that's...
No, is that what you roll, though? Is that how I know what what I roll? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, your hit die is, the thing that determines your...
Well, what's your class, Dars?
Cleric.
I'm cleric.
It's a D8, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Did I just roll something? I'm sorry.
No.
You rolled a D10. No, it's fine. Go ahead and roll a D8. Yeah.
It also didn't show up on my screen. That
You whispered a D10 roll to me, I guess. Somehow.
I'm deeply confused.
5. Do you want that? I can't hear you talking.
Sorry, it's not on my screen for some reason. But what did you say I rolled?
That's weird that it whispered it to me. Anyway, you rolled a 5.
I know. Okay. And it's out of a D8, right?
Yeah, you're in the top half of the curve.
Okay, I'll take mine.
All right.
I assume that we no longer have hit points from aid. Now the charity's dead.
Right.
Thanks. Yeah, no.
Thanks for okay. So there's all of that. You get all of your level 11 stuff. And then Hakari, you I think wanted to prepare new and different spells for today, yes.
Oh, I already hold on, let me check them real quick.
Okay.
I think I already have it though. But thank you for reminding me.
And real quick, I'll just check all right. So actually something as Hakari meditates in the morning, you see her, like, her finger sort of up, and it's almost like writing script in front of her face. Stormbringer and Burbage, you notice that her hair is moving. And it's as she's preparing new and different spells, particularly a lot of healing spells, someone invisible is braiding her hair. So that this kind of wild red hair that she's had is now a little bit more. They're beautiful sort of braids and curls now that sort of swirling around the back of her head. And there's something just more ordered about Hakari in this instance.
This seems maybe a bit different than the invisible force that was drawing penises on her face, right?
A little bit, but
it's okay.
For I forgot about that.
Is there a ghost fucking up Hikari's hair? Do I need to start swinging my axe?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened, Andy.
Yeah.
Do I know what happened?
You do, yeah. Very true.
Oh man. Oh,
Okay.
Andy. We don't see anything there. Burbage doesn't see the ghost of Eldon.
No.
Who became a hairdresser in the afterlife.
Braiding Hikari's hair.
Yeah, I don't think,
That's an
honestly,
amazing image.
I doubt that Burbage is going to even blink an eye at this. Like,
Right, you've seen sort of weird magical effects occur around Hikari when she prepares spells before. Yeah. You've never seen this one in particular, though she's never quite prepared these types of spells very regularly.
gotcha.
So Aideen, and Qrotch, you kind of wake up in the morning, sort of keeping watch on everyone down here. You can see outside that it must have snowed just lightly in the very early morning here, and it's a bit chilly in here. Missy goes to work on the fireplace immediately. Yeah, what is it that all of you would like to do this morning?
Well, I need some supplies before I'd be able to do my spell with Charity, so I need to have that ready for when we find him.
You do. You believe you need
a diamond
worth at
500
least
gold
500
pieces.
Yeah.
So, and I thought that Charity might have one, but then I remembered, I'm just going to say I remembered that the stuff he has on the ship actually
much smaller
and stuff.
Yeah.
They're smaller. So I'm going to go downstairs, or if I'm already downstairs, and wake up and just go downstairs and I'm trying to think of who to talk to. Yeah, just kind of, I guess, ask Missy where I could find something like that.
I imagine that both Burbage and Stormbringer would be coming downstairs with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not to speak for Lena.
Following Burbage around wherever he goes, so if he's going downstairs, Stormbringer.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll do the
Missy's
cha-cha.
got some fish and rice prepared for breakfast. And she sees you with your braided hair then, Hikari, and she says, "Oh, you sleep all right? I mean, comparatively."
Yes, actually, I slept really well. Without any booze, which is remarkable.
Ooh. That can
And
be
then
a
I just
little
walk
bit rough.
away. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Missy, I had a question for you. I need to find, and I kind of lowered my voice just in case anyone's listening. I need to find somewhere that someone can sell me a diamond that's worth at least 500 gold pieces. Do you know where that would be in this town, or if anyone has such an object?
Boy, that's a bloody big diamond. Well, I mean, the biggest thing I've ever seen, I don't know how much it's worth, but, well, the mayor's wife, she used to have a pendant with a diamond in it.
She used to have it?
Well, and she kind of looks over to Qrotch and Aideen.
Bad kitty.
Yeah.
The flea bag.
So, do you think he has it, or has it where he's staying? Or do you have any idea about
maybe.
that? Or where did, was it buried
I mean,
with
they
her?
lived... Oh, she's not buried. She's still out there. I mean, they lived in their manor. She probably kept it safe in there. That might be the first place I'd look.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go tell basically Burbage and Stormbringer that, I need that. So, we'll need to look for that after we eat some breakfast or whatever.
How do we safely get there? We can't die before we kill the not cat.
Yes. I'm gonna ask Qrotch, and I'm sorry, what's your name, Galway?
Aideen.
Aideen. Okay, I was gonna say Adeline. So I'm gonna ask Qrotch and Aideen if they'll come with us. But I think we'd be safe if it's the 5 of us, and maybe we could get some other people to go with us too. But we have to get the diamond if we're gonna bring Charity back.
And the diamond is with who?
They think
Do you
it's
ask
at
that to Missy or?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah. If you're asking that to Missy, she'd say, "I don't know where the diamond is. I know the mayor's wife had one. I mean, it could be in that pile of treasure out there, but I doubt something that valuable she would have just kept on her person the whole time."
Pile of treasure?
At the throne.
Bad
Again, she looks to Aideen and Qrotch to try and explain.
So the flea bag, once he puts the people under his spell, they get this overwhelming urge to not only worship him and do his bidding, but to build like a treasure hold, almost like he's a dragon of.
Huh.
To clarify, he is definitely not a dragon.
I mean, he's not a dragon. He's not a cat. He's a pain in the ass. That's what he is.
Andy, does the throne, does that sound to Burbage like the maybe I'm wrong here, but the place that the mayor led us to go through the secret entrance to go beneath the well? Or is this something else?
that was his manor that kind of acted like City Hall, sort of. But you don't recall seeing a throne or anything in there.
And
right.
Aideen would probably say they built him a literal fucking throne out in the town square, on top of a pile of treasure.
And this is just me clarifying. When Missy said, "I doubt something of that value she would have kept on her body," like I'm unclear on what Missy was meaning by that. That it's
Probably
so valuable
in a
that
jewelry
she
box
wouldn't,
in her house.
that she would not have kept it on her body. That's what Missy was saying.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have worn it all like every day. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Just clarifying that for myself.
It does seem that it's quite likely that if you need this diamond, it's probably still in the mayor's house, and that does also seem to be one of the places that the bad cat might be living.
Now, one thing we kind of need to get clear. We really haven't had a chance to discuss this with you guys. He's got the people under some sort of spell. And there are good people out there. There are people that I need back. And I really would like it, and I would take very kindly if our first and initial reaction, and as I say this, I'm side-eyeing old girl Faye will, is to not kill him.
Well, if you come with us, then we can know who we can kill and who we can't.
If they don't try to kill us or Burbage, me, or Hikari or Burbage, particularly Burbage, then I won't kill them.
To be fair, the cat is fair game.
Oh, totally fair game. We discussed this part here. I originally wasn't okay with it, but now, no, that flea bag's gotta go.
Well, is there any way that we can break them from out of this spell?
We haven't had luck as of yet.
Did they help kill Charity?
No, everyone who helped that is dead out on the beach.
Okay.
Andy, as a question to you, just because I have notes but I didn't take it down. Also, bear with me, stream. I'm going to reload my Roll20 because the lights are scrolling. Like, the light stays in the same place as I move the map.
Oh, that's happening for me.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. Then I'm not going to just... Okay,
Let me
cool.
reload the page here.
And have it be daytime. Cool. That's much better. Sorry, I was just... I'm like, that's going to be distracting.
It's much better.
We had talked about Colonel Fluff and Stuff holds town meetings in the square every so often.
I'm fairly certain we call them rod parties.
We did. Have there been any pattern to those? Like, is he doing them every day?
Yeah, it's been every day so far.
And has it been at about the same time?
It's morning-ish, yeah.
So I'm gonna say, look, he's got the townspeople under some kind of spell. He likes to, and Aideen is gonna look at Qrotch the Sticky and sigh. He likes to gather him so he can show him his rod.
What the fuck?
Qrotch just giggled.
Oh, Aideen, you make me laugh so much.
It seems to be some sort of magical artifact. It reinforces the spell, but he needs to do that every day. From what I can tell, he teleports to the throne when he does that, and then he teleports back. How long does that meeting take? How long does the rod party take generally?
Like 2 minutes usually.
So, his rod?
Like a ruler's scepter rod.
Like it's like
large, fancy,
like
well
staff,
ornamented.
You know, it's a big rod.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure.
Somewhat
both hands.
Somewhat intricate.
We're in a place called the Bushy Tent Ball, and Burbage is used to reading into these kinds of things.
Adam's used to reading into these kinds of things because it's an Andy campaign.
Yeah. Quick matter. I'm wondering. So, Chris, is Chris sounding like every once in a while kind of robotic for everybody else?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Going in and out a little bit.
So I'm wondering, Chris, if you would mind disconnect, like leaving the voice chat and then coming back in and seeing if that helps your connection. Not to, yeah.
Any better?
For now, at least.
We'll see. That's just my first attempt at.
Yeah, no, it does keep going down where it's green. It goes to red and then yellow.
Oh, there it is.
Red and then green and then yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we've had to deal with that before for sure. Yeah, there's, I mean, not much necessarily that we can do unless there's something else on your like network that is taking up bandwidth.
But I think the big thing is just because we're recording this, like you said, we're gonna be able to do this. If it gets too bad, we'll just let you know. And like, if you're saying something long and important, might have you say it again.
Okay.
Yeah. And it might just clear up on its own. Okay, sorry for the. Sorry.
Yeah, because it's not all the time.
Burbage at this point would be like, all right, yeah, we've got to get this diamond. Let's fucking sneak into the mayor's house and find it, and then maybe hide and stage an ambush and give him a taste of his own medicine as he teleports back. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, the throne. The throne is in the town square, you said?
Out on the
out to the east, yeah.
And you said he teleports where for the rod party?
To the throne.
And he's only on the throne for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's what it has been. Yep.
We could just kill him while he's on the throne and then find the diamond.
Given that the cat can fly,
The cat can fly that Demet and can't get close to him.
Yeah, we had trouble hearing that.
Could you say it again?
It's still in the red. I don't know if you want me to. Oh, there. Okay. What the hell? Okay, what did you get?
Let's say none of it.
Okay, the cat can fly. He's got that dimension door shit, and you can't get close to him.
Yeah.
I can run really fast.
I think our odds are going to be better if we're inside a room, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hide, take him by surprise. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Basically, we need to get him by surprise.
Yeah.
That worked. Sorry. That was Galway. You got the line out.
No, it's good.
So I know I just met you guys, Qrotch and Nadine, but I kind of face things head on, and I don't know what the surprise business is mostly about, but we can do whatever as long as it results in him dead.
All right. To the best of your knowledge, Aideen and Qrotch the Sticky, which again, I'm really honored to meet you, and maybe after we resolve this whole thing with my dead friend, we should talk because, wow, I'm starstruck. To the best of your knowledge, does Shenik know when somebody is under his spell or not? Would there be any way to pretend to be somebody in town who's under his spell and for him to be fooled by that?
Shenik is wise.
Oh, hey, hold up. Nah, I don't know that we really should be saying it.
What?
We love Shenik because Shenik is our prize.
Who's saying? Is that Missy?
Elian says that behind you.
Are you kidding me?
That can't
Shenik
be
is good. Shenik is wise. We love Shenik because Shenik is our prize.
What are you doing? Feywill, what are you doing?
Shenik is good. Shenik is wise. We love Shenik because Shenik is our prize.
Going.
Feywill.
In her words.
Have you tried shaking people?
Why don't you shake her for me?
Okay. So Stormbringer's gonna shake her really, really hard.
Shenik is good. Shenik is wise. Shenik is our prize.
I don't think it's working. Have you tried hitting?
How hard do you want to hit her?
I mean, I can hit really hard. How hard have you tried hitting?
Maybe tone it back a bit?
Okay. So I'll slap her with like half of my power.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
I also love that Stormbringer almost has to be described in Dragon Ball Z terms.
Right.
Like, I'm only using half my power.
I'm not trying to.
You just killed us!
It's non-lethal.
It's non-lethal. It's a non-lethal slap.
Just to see if it would matter. What is?
I'm not trying to blind her. Damn it!
You slap her so hard, and her head just slams into the door, the wood paneling next to her, and she just kind of slumps to the ground. Some blood above her eye.
Is she
Hey! I said tone it back a bit.
That was me.
I'm not sure.
It
I'm not sure that wasn't toned back a bit. You'll do well with the kitty.
Is she better?
Oi! Burbage gonna try to shake her awake. Oi! Do you still love the cat?
She's not waking up at the moment. Not from a shake.
Maybe she'll be better when she wakes up.
All right, well, I'm not willing to risk it, so who's got some rope? Let's tie her up.
So,
I'll
Stormbringer.
I'm now tying her up.
Tie her up.
Do.
Okay, all right. So wait a minute. So that is what happens to people when they're under the spell. They say, Shenik is good, Shenik is wise.
Yeah. Just let's not go too far with it, okay? Like I said,
the cat has terrible taste.
Pirate superstitions. Let's just, hold off.
God,
that's like incredibly egotistic. Not the pirate thing. The cat demon thing.
Yeah, well, here's where it gets a little more egotistic. The cat, or whatever, doesn't seem to think anyone in town is against him.
Does he just not realize you guys are here? Because that's in our favor, I guess.
Nobody's come a-looking, and we haven't had any problems so far. I'm not really sure.
Huh.
All right.
And you hear a voice from then the corner behind the bar say, and that's exactly the reason that we shouldn't be here. We should just take one of those boats out in the dock and leave. And this kind of gruff, rich-looking dwarf has come out from behind the bar.
Who the fuck are you?
And do any of those boats belong to you? Because if not, you can fuck off.
I am Sir Sharefoot Valiar. I don't think you need to say such things to me. I'm only trying to help. And what helps us now is for all of us to get out.
And leave everyone in town to the cat demon.
Maybe he'll get bored. Who knows?
Well, that's simply not an option for us. So
we have to kill him, then rip him limb from limb, and then save our friend. Maybe.
We need to save all of our friends.
And,
Sure.
Lord Sharefoot, was it?
Aye.
One of the boats in the harbour belongs to these three. And one of them belongs to that one, pointing at Qrotch. Do you really feel it's a good idea to be talking about taking them?
I mean, I would pay you, of course, to let me go on the boat and
because money's so useful when we're trying to kill a cat demon. It's the most helpful thing, really. Money will fix all the problems, right?
Well,
Burbage is going to raise his eyebrows at Stormbringer's sarcasm, because that was some pretty good sarcasm for Stormbringer. Burbage doesn't have time for this shit. So wait, so do you guys think that the words that she was just saying are somehow contagious? That they spread the spell? What is this? The movie Pontypool?
Look, I don't know if they're contagious or not.
What the fuck's a movie?
I'd rather not risk it.
How did she get it? Has she left?
No one is, so Qrotch and Nadine, you don't exactly know why people, or what exactly the effect is that's kind of turning people toward this guy.
I want to do an Arcana check on the spell.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah, 14.
Charity would clap.
To you, Burbage, it feels almost like what Charity would do when he would like command or like force a suggestion on someone, but it almost feels like a kind of delayed response, unless someone just cast this on Elian recently.
Did I feel anything when I started to say the words Shenik is good, Shenik is wise? Did I feel any kind of like effect starting to like pull at me?
With that Arcana, no, not at all.
Huh.
So Aideen's gonna start trying. Look, he teleports to the throne, he teleports back to wherever he is. If we think he's in the mayor's house, it would be best if we were there waiting for him when he teleported back. He's used as many resources at that point as he's going to. Plus, maybe we can surprise him and put an arrow all the way through his head.
That would be...
Sounds good to me.
Oh, also, Lord Sharefoot.
Yes?
Unless you want to be called Lord Share... Oh my god, how did that arrow get all the way through your foot? Don't think about touching the ships again.
Can you... I didn't hear that. Can you say that again, Galway, or did everybody else hear it?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay. Now I'm the one having connection issues.
Sad.
Cool. One more thing Burbage is going to ask. All right. Have any of you been physically around Shenik while you've been here in town? What's the closest any of you have ever gotten to him? Has he seen you?
I've probably been within like 60 feet of him when he was at one of the rod parties.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't particularly... He doesn't... Actually, this part I can say first. He doesn't really seem to notice people around him. He doesn't think about people.
Except for Rosenberg.
Fair.
Who's Rosenberg?
Yeah.
Rosenberg's my first mate. The main reason we haven't pulled out of port yet.
Andy, would Burbage have ever heard the name Rosenberg in any of the Qrotch the Sticky stories?
No. Actually, no.
Okay.
And in what way or why is the tiger thing interested in Rosenberg?
I haven't been able to figure that out. But it's kind of creepy.
I think I asked this, but I want to ask again. Have we seen Rosenberg since then?
You have, yeah.
Like from a distance, up on the throne with him?
At the rod parties, he'll bring, it's actually fairly rare that you don't now see them together.
Is Rosenberg still, like, dressed the way he was on the ship, etc.?
Mm-hmm, yep.
And, like, has any sort of standard accoutrement that he was wearing there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see... Sage Aideen. They're always together. They're always together.
Nye?
What's that, There's the pin that Rosenberg wears. There's an amulet, something like that. The piece of jewelry that he wears.
The Raven?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And Aideen's gonna go sort of quiet for a second, and then cast locate object.
Okay.
Attempting to find this Raven pin that was totally a thing that was established beforehand.
Totally. All right. Within 1,000 feet of you, if the object is in motion, you would know the direction and its movement.
And it's a specific object known to me, and I've seen it within 30 feet if he typically wore it, like, on the ship.
This object is within 1,000 feet of you. You get a ping, and you feel it is right here.
It's in
the town hall.
The
mayor's manor.
It's in the town hall.
What is going on?
The flea bag.
The bad kitty has been keeping Rosenberg with him all the time. Rosenberg has a particular piece of jewelry that he always wears. I found it. I can sense where it is. It's in the town hall. If Rosenberg is always with the bad kitty, that means that bad kitty is living in the town hall, and considering he's the sort that wanted people to build him a fucking mound of treasure with a throne on it, it kind of goes to figure that he'd want the nicest place in town.
So let's go rip his arms off.
I like you.
Yeah, let's do that, but we have to make sure we have supplies first. I don't know about you, but I could use some healing potions.
It's a good idea since Charity kept us alive. I know Hikari can do magic, but not as much of that type.
Aideen will hand Burbage a healing potion.
You got any more of those, or know where we can stealthily raid some?
These are just the two that I had on me. How long is it until the meeting normally is, Andy?
It's in the morning usually, sometime like around somewhere between 9 and 11 or so.
And probably we still have like half an hour till that. Towards the early part of that, like, yeah. Missy. Missy?
Yes?
Is there anywhere that there might be healing potions in town? Preferably between here and Town Hall.
I'm sorry, I think Shenik raided all those things, but there's a lot of visitors outside the walls. I'm sure a lot of them are selling stuff.
Look,
where outside the walls?
In the camps.
So we have 3 healing potions between us, though, right?
No,
Because I have 1 and you have 2.
I have a couple on me.
Okay, so like 5 then? You both have 2 on you?
I only have 1 on me. I just gave 1 to Burbage.
Okay.
Are these standard healing potions?
Okay.
The ones that I...
Hikari's is an extreme one.
Yeah, mine's extreme.
Oh, still the Baja Blast? Nice.
Superior one, yeah.
No, it's extreme Baja Blast.
It is, yeah.
The halfling woman was very specific.
I think that might be copyrighted.
I'm sure Mountain Dew is coming right after us.
Yeah, I mean, with the, like, seems like we're on a tight schedule, so I think Burbage would probably just, like, be, if not be totally comfortable with the amount of healing potions we have, probably, like, grimly accept, like, all right, we have some healing potions.
Stormbringer's pretty sure we're all gonna die anyway, so she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Aideen is going to say one other thing, sort of as we're thinking about this. All right, I think our best chance is to get him in a room, and then beat the ever-loving bejesus out of him. I've noticed he has several spells. We commented mind control ones. I think you felt the effects of some of his. He also can do this thing where he summons lots of lightning and sort of electrocutes people. It's not great.
Hey, I can do that too.
On that note, lightning doesn't seem to bother him as much as it should. Same for fire.
Well, that's a fucking bummer.
And ice. And non-magical weapons.
Pretty much we gotta get up next to him and beat the living shit out of him.
With magical weapons.
And our fist. Whatever.
I don't think your
I think
fists
the
are
big
magical.
one here should swing him around by his tail.
I think the big one here should rip his tail off and choke him to death with it.
Aye.
But I've also noticed he has to incant his spells. I have the ability to stop him from doing that, at least temporarily.
What?
Say fancy magic words that make him feel special.
Oh, okay.
Burbage is gonna pull out the vial of black liquid that he found last night on the body, and he's gonna ask, and what about this? Is there any way we could use this? Assuming this is some kind of poison.
I'm looking at my notes.
Qrotch, you know exactly what that is.
Aye, that's the stuff that the guy I severed his neck with was putting on his swords to come after you lot.
It is. Now that you see it a little closer, your particular set of skills, this is liquid death.
Oh.
It's one of the most potent poisons that assassins would use on blades or arrows. It's nasty, and no one has a tolerance to it.
That'll do just fine.
How would I think that would interact? Because I know he is immune to poison.
Right. It's hard. Give me an intelligence check, or unless you have like a poisoner's kit or anything, or.
I do not.
Oh, I do.
Intelligence or wisdom? Because that's kind of going off of medicine.
Kind of survival.
It's like survival or medicine.
Yeah.
I could just let me do if you're okay with that survival.
Sure.
19.
You would guess that he might have resistance to it, but not immunity.
So normally he'd be immune to that, but he's immune to poison generally, but that just might hurt him a little bit more.
All right. Okay.
And
so maybe we put some of this in something that he's going to eat.
Like my fist?
I'd prefer you didn't put that in your fist.
Yeah.
Then it will make it more effective.
But we can put it on weapons.
Do you think swallowing it would affect him as much as being stabbed with it?
Probably about the same, you'd guess.
It should all be about the same.
Because at the very least, that's something that I could try to do with my stealth, and it might weaken him before we have to engage in open combat with him.
Alternately,
You know what I
we
mean?
could just stab him with blades that have it on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's enough to do all of that.
I mean, what do you want to do? Like sneak up and shove it down his throat?
Well, what does he eat? Does he walk around eating apples or like black oatmeal? Because it would be great if he eats black oatmeal all the time. I could just put some in that.
It would be great, but unfortunately we haven't seen him eat anything.
Not even a speculative sniff at someone he just killed.
Yeah, do fiends not really eat anything?
You can give me a religion check
Me?
if you'd like to.
Make a religion check on the dietary habits of fiends.
14. You've never heard a story of a fiend talking about a good meal.
Okay. All right. And how much of the how many weapons do we think we could coat with this?
You could coat 2 weapons, or about 10 bolts or arrows.
Oh.
And the coating would...
Or 5 arrows and 1 weapon or something.
And if you coated a weapon, would it only go off once, or is it sort of a persistent effect then?
It would be a persistent effect up to 10 minutes.
So, a fight, if you put it on sort of right then.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't know if figuring this out in character is best, but I mean, Burbage would want to coat at least 5 of his crossbow bolts with it. Does anybody else have a weapon that they would want to coat with it?
I'd say that the big one's probably going to be spending a lot of time up in personal with the bad kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The other thing that I let me know if you're cool with this, Andy. But probably in the morning, like when they were coming down, they would have seen Aideen messing with a couple of arrows that she'd taken the arrowheads off of, and had sort of wrapped wire around to affix a couple of the beads of force onto them.
It's sufficiently badass. I will completely allow that.
All right. Well, we're running out of time. I think we've got to go to the mayor's manor. I've got to hide so I can get an advantage on an attack on him. And, yeah.
I was just going to say that I have a spell that will keep him from teleporting pretty much anywhere in the town. So, but I need 10 minutes to prepare it and, well, to do it basically. So, to cast it? Yeah. Thank you. So, as long as I have that time, then he won't be able to teleport.
If I can put down one of my spells, we won't be able to hear each other anymore, but any of the spells that he casts that need to use words, a disturbing proportion of which are good kitty, won't work.
He sounds like a fucking weirdo.
Right? I mean, to be fair, he's also a tyrannical asshole who needs to die in the worst imaginable ways.
Okay. Can fiends see in the dark? Should I do another religion check?
With your 14 religion, you would recall that a lot of them can, yes.
I can't see in the dark.
I also feel like Aideen would probably be able to supplement with he can fucking well see in the dark.
Oh man, one of these days I'm gonna be able to use that cool feature of my magical weapon. Today is not that day. Oh, what I'm talking about is that Bright Fang, which is a magical weapon that my family and my boyfriend's family have been kind of appointed divine guardians of over the course of many, many generations. One of its features is that when you draw it, if you want, you can extinguish all natural sources of light.
Is anybody getting a bit of a Burbage is good, Burbage is wise vibe here?
Anyway. I'm ready when you guys are.
Wait, we don't have a real plan.
Oh, yeah, well, the plan is I'm going to go in and hide where I think he might be. So, yeah, you talk, AD, and you're probably better at this than me. on many levels.
We need to get in. We need to get into town hall, get ourselves positioned, figure out where he's probably going to be.
Just fucking hide for like 10 minutes while Hikari casts a spell?
Well, no, technically he needs to teleport back in before we do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
So we're all gonna go and hide and hope he doesn't find us. And then once Hikari has finished casting her spell, Burbage and the rest of us will pop out and Burbage will get advantage.
Oh, I don't know if that is technically true, actually. Andy?
I can also cast
if you were hidden from a creature, you would get advantage on the attack. Yeah. Though that attack reveals you to that creature.
I can also cast my spell that will probably keep him from being able to cast a lot of his other spells.
Okay. And
but again,
that also
we won't
need 10 minutes?
No, it needs 6 seconds.
Okay.
Can we really afford to be without Hikari for 10 minutes?
No, we're not gonna attack him until Hikari's done casting her spell.
I can
Battles last like anywhere. 5 minutes.
I can cast the spell pretty much anywhere in the town because it covers 40,000 square feet.
Yeah.
It's just the timing.
Yeah, so we have to...
Oh, no. I'm just...
At the very least, Burbage has to be in hiding in the manor. And then he has to do his teleport rod party business. And then immediately, once he teleports back, Hikari needs to do the spell, and Burbage needs to be able to stay hidden for 10 minutes.
Right.
I don't know if we can have all of us trying to hide in the manor, or if Burbage should go in alone and try to get the surprise attack.
I think Burbage going in alone is a really bad idea.
Yeah, probably.
I was gonna say
definitely Lena's voice, not Stormbringer.
Yeah.
Aideen is gonna look at you. I'm pretty sure he'll just eat you like an hors d'oeuvre.
Okay, so wait, why are we even trying to hide? If Hikari can do this spell, why don't we wait till we know he's back at the manor for the day, then Hikari casts the spell, and then we fucking just break in and rip his head off?
Because we don't know what other types of spells he might have.
Nor how many gods.
Stormbringer, I really think we might benefit from me using my stealthy abilities to at least feel out the inside of the manor. Try to learn something.
I don't want you dying like Charity. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die together.
All right. What if the little guy and I go do a little bit of recon?
How about I come with
she's
you?
She's not gonna let us do that. We should just all go and do this together. I can fast forward to the end of this conversation right now.
Also, Burbage, Stormbringer, you guys have been in this place before. You know a general layout.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If that helps any, I don't know.
No, sure.
Would they have any sense of...
Wait. Was that tunnel down to the down depths in the mayor's house?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So we can just get a back way in?
Well, if we could get...
Yeah, wait, can we get to that tunnel? Or is it blocked by the ice of the mayor's?
Who are you asking?
You.
Is it Stormbringer, or Lena, or Andy, or DM?
Lena's asking Andy.
You're pretty sure the well collapsed, and that the ice spire is on top of it now. So at least from that point of view, you don't think there's another way in.
Okay.
But if we could get in, we could, this is Galway speaking.
Yeah.
Could hide in that passageway.
Yeah. Was there like a password to get that statue to move or something?
You just removed the sword, and that made it.
And then I think there was a switch on the other side.
It just knocked 3 times.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So all of us could hide in there.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. And then Hikari can cast her spell, and then you can jump out and get advantage, I guess, and then we'll all kill the tiger. I don't really know what getting advantage means, also. I'm just trying to go along with you here.
Sure, yeah. I appreciate it, Stormbringer. You're doing a great job.
Also, real quick, Hikari, it casts 10 minutes to cast your spell, but it lasts an entire day.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, so I could do it.
You could do it now.
Can I just do it now? That's what I was saying. Is I don't need to be like in a specific place to do it. So I could, yeah. That's what I was saying. So I could just do it now. Should we just do that? Oh no, wait. Doesn't he need to teleport back and forth?
Right. That's the other.
It might tip him off that something was happening.
Yeah, that's the problem. So are we gonna, like, we can vote on it. Do you think we should just wait until he teleports back and forth, or what do people think? Because we don't want to tip him off. We need it to be a surprise, kind of.
So I think the 2 options that are being considered are either... Well, okay, I think I'm the only one considering one of these options as Stormbringer. Okay, but the 2 options are either wait till he does his rod talk or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you cast the spell while we're here, and then we go storm the mayor's thing. Or I think what everyone else wants to do is we sneak into the mayor's thing while he's gone, hide in that passageway that we know about, and then once he comes back while we're hidden, you cast the spell, and then we attack him.
And I would also...
Yeah, those are the 2 options.
And I would have commented that, like, the whole ceremony only takes a couple of minutes, so we could probably get in and then...
I could start casting it.
As soon as we know he's teleported out, you can start casting, because he'll be back then before the spell is done casting.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, so, like... Yeah, it's not effective. I'm sorry, I'm just realizing this, I think. It's not effective until after you're done casting it.
Correct.
So you could feasibly
that's a good idea.
Start casting it like 8 minutes, 7 minutes before. And then just count being back.
Slight more thing to remember, Hikari, it is a ritual spell, so if you add 10 minutes to that, so 20 minutes, you don't have to burn your spell slot for 6th level.
think that
Yeah, but it's the only spell I can use.
you can
You can
upcast
cast
Right,
other
because-
things at 6th level.
like fireball.
Oh, I can.
Like Fireball
That's-
or Cure Wounds or all kinds.
Yeah,
So I
cure
could
wounds.
start- Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I could just start kind of even. We'll just make sure I get there. We do it early so that I can. Is that okay with everyone? Or
Yeah,
do-
you just need 20 minutes. Yeah.
So if we just go now, get there, we'll probably hear some preparations, and you can start going.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Also, Andy.
Yeah.
Have there been? So, I want to make sure Burbage is looking around and seeing if anybody in this fucking tavern is listening in on what we're saying and acting fucking suspicious. Like they're gonna go tell the cat.
Missy's certainly listening in. Everyone else seems busy with their own stuff. But give me a perception check to confirm that.
What the fuck happened to my character window?
I don't know.
Did you minimize it and now it's
Yeah, now it's just like
I think if you double
transparent.
click on that transparent, it should bring it up.
Thank you. Yeah, that did it.
Okay, cool. I've had that happen.
Okay, expert perception. What the fuck?
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. My second best friend is dead.
Nice.
A 28 perception as you're looking around the room. You certainly recognize Missy is kind of listening in, but she doesn't seem maliciously or that she's even trying to hide it. And you definitely get the sense no one else is paying attention to you guys.
And that fucking
Everyone is dealing
dwarf.
with their own shit.
That fucking dwarf isn't planning to go steal one of our boats.
Not that you can tell, no, from this. No.
All right. Well, Burbage is ready to go, and everybody else is. We can
All right.
sneak along the coast and sneak, if I remember correctly, come around and go down that alley right next to the town hall. And I wonder if that would give us a view of the... Yeah, how will we know when it's teleported out? I wonder if...
I kind of assume there's normally a roar of the crowd once. Oh, well, actually, we'd commented that it takes a couple of minutes, but the town assembles for that.
Yes.
Do they assemble before he appears or after?
No. It's basically 2 or 3 minutes to just kind of get everyone's attention and get to the area.
So
and then
okay,
he says a couple words and then it's gone.
So he appears though at the start of it and begins gathering people. So as soon as we saw movement or heard, hear ye, it's time for a rod party. We would have a sense that something was starting.
Right.
So we've got about 5 minutes from start to finish.
All right. We can do it.
Yeah.
Should we do a little hands in the middle thing? Or is that not? No, we're not feeling it. All right, let's just go.
All right.
Aideen's gonna sort of, as she walks by Missy, if he makes a move for the boats, kneecap him.
Sure thing.
Oh,
Please be careful.
what about Faywell over there tied up in the corner? Should we put a bag over her head?
Oi, do you love the cat? I'm going to remove the gag. What's going on with you? What's your deal?
What do you mean?
How do you feel about
Uh,
cats or fiends?
I don't know exactly,
Whoa.
but
Wait, did I fix her? Did it work?
Say 20 words right now, impromptu.
the boat in the harbor is blue, and the sky is Shenik is good and Shenik is wise. And...
Put the gag back on her.
It didn't work. I'm sorry. I tried.
It was a good try, big one.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was a good effort. I think we have to kill the fiend, and then maybe everybody will magically at once come out from under his spell, and it'll be a glorious moment. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or if not, the world will at least be a fucking better place.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
All right, sneak along the coast, sneak along the coast, sneak along the coast.
All right.
He's pointing at everybody and like getting consensus. Sneak along the coast.
Yep.
Adine's like out the door.
And Qrotch just kind of looks at Burbage like, what?
You know, like that time that you helped that whole ship full of Bavolian refugees escape from the entire Gahonian fleet by sneaking and teaching them all your sneaky skills. Is that true? Did that happen?
Oh, so you're a fanboy.
Burbage will blush. Yeah. Sort of. But yeah, no, this is serious. We should talk about this later after we try to bring my friend back to life. All right, but again, it's really an honor. And Burbage will put his hand out for another handshake, and then immediately like, wait, what am I doing that for? We already met. All right, okay, bye. No, I'll see you at the battle that we're heading to. Or we can walk. You want to walk next to me while we go over there, while we sneak along the coast?
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
okay. Let's go.
I was like, I feel like Adine sticks her head back in. Bleeding hells, are we doing this or not?
I think we might need a gag for this one too.
Oh God, Qrotch, you have no idea how much like in some afterlife Charity's just like want to explain the weirdness of Burbage. It's okay, he's just like this.
All right. You sneak along the coast. You do see a couple people out. And they kind of bow at you and say, "Shenik is good."
Shenik is wise.
That's exactly what you have learned to do with these people.
And then
they smile and they
we
move on.
love Shenik because Shenik's our prize.
Aye.
They sort of frown at you. Okay.
I was asking you, Andy. Fuck you.
They're disappointed with his lack of enthusiasm.
Yeah. So kind of going up to the town hall. This sort of giant square here is the property on which the manor sits. There is a 10-foot tall like iron gate and like kind of wall. There's just iron bars around it.
Oh God!
Anyone getting
I know,
flashbacks?
yeah.
This
from the
didn't
last
work
episode?
well last week.
Water
This
did-
didn't work well last week.
And you sort of see that all the curtains have been drawn, like all the curtains are still covering the windows, and there's even a couple like slats of wood nailed over the door so that no one's really entering or exiting through that way. Is kind of what you'd guess. Yeah, and so how would you kind of then like to approach this property?
Well, so Burbage will be looking for an entrance, a way in, and if there's any kind of lock he has to pick, he's attentive to that potentiality.
Sure.
But he'd also ask Stormbringer, Stormbringer, can you see over the buildings into the town square? Or if you get some height, can you kind of look over and see when everybody starts moving over toward the throne?
Am I like basically taller than the buildings? This is a halfling town.
It is a couple of them. Yeah, the ones that aren't like 2 stories, kind of, they sort of come up to your eye level. So if you were to get on top of one, you could see most of the town. There are a few buildings that are like 2-story, like the manor or the bushy tent pole, but a lot of them are single-story buildings.
I mean, unless because I also know that Shenik has seen us and knows Stormbringer.
Right. I feel like Adine would probably be the better bet.
Right. Yeah.
Aideen is very capable to be on roofs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And because I also didn't know if we would just be able to hear crowd movement from where we are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I might keep watch by sort of staying low to a roof and particularly trying to shield myself from view of the manor.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I'm, if I could sort of be on the other side of the slope.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, so Andy, yeah, I'm looking for a way in, I guess.
Okay. And then Hikari, have you started your spell yet, or are you waiting on that?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I probably started by now, right? Or no, wait, do I need to wait until?
No. Whenever you could have already cast it by now. It's kind of whatever you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I want to start it since it's going to be, or whenever I need to, so that I have the 20 minutes.
We're collectively being very careful about going off of what Qrotch and Aideen know about the usual daily routine. We're going to time it around that, basically.
Which is fine. So whenever I need to start it, I guess I will.
That's fine. So Burbage, give me a perception check, as well as Aideen, kind of looking around.
11.
12.
All right. Burbage, you don't think this gate is locked. You do think the front door might be a little hard to get into the actual manor. But there are windows, sort of on this kind of southwest side, or there probably are some on the other side as well. It's just with all the curtains drawn, like, or what's the opposite of drawn?
I think drawn can literally mean both.
Oh, okay. So if they're drawn,
it's confusing.
Closed, if they're covering up the windows, it's hard to see anything on the other side.
Yeah, Burbage is concerned that if we only have a couple of minutes, he doesn't want to get to the door and then be unable to unlock it. But also, it's probably, he's not going to want to try to unlock it ahead of time while...
It's also nailed shut with boards.
Oh.
Is what I was trying to explain there, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha.
There are boards across the door.
All right, sorry. Yeah, I missed that.
You're good, yeah.
I mean,
if Shinnick teleports in and out of the house, he might not notice if I just removed the board.
Yeah.
Or
we could go in through a window.
Or we can go in through a window. I mean, it's also hard to tell. The town hall is 2 stories, right?
Yes.
And from what the party would remember having been through that, the living quarters were sort of on the 2nd floor, I assume. It's a standard manner.
Right. There was kind of, you kind of remember there was doors. There's a little chapel area where he held meetings and was all formal and everything on the 1st floor, along with the kitchen. And then the secondary story was where the kids were up there.
Oh, good. There were children.
There were children.
Oh, good.
Yeah, sort of those things, yeah.
So, I would say we might be able to... And then, where was the statue?
On the 2nd floor.
The landing?
Yeah, on the 2nd floor landing to the right side.
I need to retroactively say that before we left the inn, we would have gone ahead and coated our respective weapons with that.
It only lasts for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It does only last for 10 minutes,
shit.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so we'll do that once we're hiding in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So, so I'll give you this map real quick to look at.
This map has very little light on it.
It does. So you're basically outside the. Everyone's
this map
down
has
here.
0 light. I see.
I see just my figure.
Oh, you guys can't see that.
I don't even see anything. I don't see anything.
Yeah, you people that can't see in the dark. Hold on 1 second. Boop, boop, doo, boop, doo. There. Does that give people some light?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
So what are we looking at here?
So you're looking at the
Perimeter.
the perimeter. This is where the fence is. This is the main doors that are sort of boarded up shut. And then there's like windows on the side of this side of the building. If that makes some sense.
Yeah.
Cool. And again, in the back side of the building, there might be more windows, or further on the other, like sort of northeastern side.
Are the windows also boarded up?
No. Though the curtains are closed.
Are the windows big enough that Stormbringer could get through them pretty easily?
Unlike a lot of the really small buildings, this one does seem to be kind of made for larger people. Yeah. So they're kind of normal sized windows. She could squeeze through those.
Am I seeing anything while I'm up here on the roof?
Are you on the roof of the manor?
No. Of the, because I remember I'd been sort of keeping watch
Yes.
for a bit.
Right, and you were with your perception. You just kind of see a couple people starting to mill around town. Everyone seems to be doing their own thing. Nothing active in the manor itself here right now.
Okay. I'll slide down. Look, if what we're concerned about is noise, again, have a solution for that. I can quiet it down so that we can just break a window and get in.
I think that might be the best bet.
I'm not concerned about noise.
I know, big one.
Well, we don't want him to know we're in until we're in.
So given that, I might try to scale this fence.
Okay, yeah, just an athletics check.
Acrobatics?
Or
As a dex-based character?
And again, you do think the gate is unlocked from Burbage's
okay.
perception.
Does it seem like the gate is likely to be noisy, or does it seem relatively well tended?
Give me an investigation check.
Andy, just so you know, the map is still just entirely black for me. Sorry, I was trying to refresh Roll20 and it was taking forever. So I don't know what's going on.
Your character icon does not have sight for some reason.
There's a more fundamental problem.
That'll do it.
So with that investigation, it seems well tended to. You doubt that it's incredibly noisy, yeah?
I might suggest we can just get through this.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, is anyone reacting?
Is anyone...
Seems good to me.
So where does the gate lead to? Does it lead into the yard and into the mansion?
Yeah,
The yard.
into the yard itself.
Okay.
Yeah, this
But
one.
as opposed to trying to make everyone climb over a fence.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
we have our approach kind of figured out. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the crowd movements to start, right?
Why are we concerned about noise when he's not going to be in the manor when we're...
Well, you do know he has a lot of friends.
Because
Are there any guards around?
You haven't seen any yet. Yeah. You can give me a perception check if you want to make sure, double check that. With a 21 perception, interesting. You actually hear a bit of like voices laughing on the inside of the manor. Some chuckling, some merriment, a bit of drinking, perhaps.
Okay.
But you hear that, and it actually kind of feels like it kind of like the sound sort of feels like it's bouncing off of some other buildings. So you think it's actually kind of on the far side of the manor.
All right.
That you're sort of hearing that come from.
And where does if she were to share that information with the rest of us, those of us who have been in this building before, what's our understanding of, like, in terms of a path that we would take to get to the room with the statue?
Yeah. Going in the front door, you turn to your left immediately. There are 2 marble staircases going up to the second floor landing. You turn right around that second floor landing and just kind of curl around, and the statue is just at the end of that.
And
so like right up here, basically.
Right, and the voices sound like they're from the far end of the manor.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay.
So we're just waiting?
Well, okay, so being a pirate, assassin, thief, and all that fun stuff, magic's really not my thing. But I've learned from experience, unfortunately, that occasionally people may put a alarm system of the magical sorts on anything they may not want opened. Any of you guys got the ability to detect something like that?
I didn't even know people could do that.
Stormbringer, yes, you did. Vimeris did it while we were in the caravan. He set an alarm on our cart wagon.
Oh,
You remember that?
kind of.
It was never particularly useful, as I recall, but he did do it.
Oh, okay.
It was actually extremely
I
useful
believe
once.
it's incredibly useful.
I wasn't paying attention, and neither was
I believe it saved Burbage's life, actually.
Yeah.
Oh!
I was like,
Oh,
that
wait,
would be
it
the
did
reason that
save-
Burbage is not dead.
Well, because it went off when the Oni...
Attacked you, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Burbage might try to do an Arcana check on the gate. Based on his like memory of Vimeris's alarm system.
No, it's good. Give me an Arcana check.
$14.
Burbage, you see like almost like a thin silvery string line that, like, the light of which kind of wavers slightly, and it's almost nearly imperceptible to someone that's not looking for it. You do think that there's an alarm on this gate,
Like a physical
an alarm
alarm?
spell.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Burbage is way in over his head now. He might have been able to know what to do. Guys, there's this weird silver thread-like thing that I think is like maybe some kind of visual, quasi-physical manifestation of an alarm spell on this gate.
No shit, I was correct?
Yeah, how about us, Qrotch and Burbage, huh? High five.
Yeah. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Are you going to give me a high five? You don't have to.
I mean, it's more like a low five, right? I mean, you come up to like my...
right. You're
my
right.
midsection.
Let's wait until after we figure out how to deal with the alarm, and then maybe we can do a low five. All right.
You come
Do
up.
I cut the silver wire?
Nope.
I don't think it's a
Andy
real
says no.
wire,
No.
is it?
I was gonna say, I feel like Adine would probably have some experience with this spell.
Also, yep.
We need to just not open the gate. We need to just
You think going over
going over the fence should be fine.
quieter.
All right, so back to where we were a moment ago.
Yeah. All right. Low five.
Oh
Huh?
Christ!
So
Qrotch sticks out her hand.
we just wait.
No, now we're going over the fence.
Oh,
All right, everyone, give me acrobatics checks or athletics checks for getting over the fence. It's not super hard, but I'm just waiting for a. Damn, Burbage rolled a 31.
Holy shit!
That's expert acrobatics with a dex mod of 4.
Okay, so 17, 31, 14, 13.
9. Excellent. Everyone sort of gets over. Burbage nearly just like flips over the thing. And Akari has a little bit more trouble kind of getting over. And she sort of jingles the fence a little bit, makes a little bit of noise. And is then able to just get over and land on her feet. With your help, kind of steady her. And so you guys are inside the gate area.
And then can we listen at, like, one of the windows here?
Sure, yeah. Perception check.
I'd probably motion Burbage to come over and help me. He seems competent at this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or Qrotch. Either of them. 20 for Aideen.
Yeah, let me...
So far, Aideen, yeah, you don't hear anything at all in this area. Nor do you, Burbage. It's actually very quiet in here.
Almost too quiet? Or
One might say.
just regular, very quiet?
Yeah.
One might say. And Qrotch, it's hard
Yeah.
to kind of hear for you.
Over Burbage talking, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it sounds like the coast is clear. I say... What were we going to do? Go in through a window?
So, I guess also then... Look, if we need to break the window, I can make it quiet. But if we don't need to break the window, that'd be better because I'd rather be able to save that for later.
Yeah, no, alright, hold on. I'm really feeling my Arcana checks today. I'm gonna do an Arcana check on this window here.
Okay.
Just to be safe. Huh?
You
A
feel
9?
safe. Yep.
Oh, good.
Perfectly safe.
And
Everything's
now I'm
good.
going to do just an investigation check to see like if there's a way to open this window from the outside, or if it's like locked from the inside or something.
Yeah. That is a crit miss.
That became an
But you're
18.
a halfling, so it's a 20 now. Investigation. Yep.
Yes.
Burbage, it takes you a little bit. You have to look at a couple different windows, but you do find one that is unlocked, and it's kind of very like you just slide it up just a little bit to test it, and it sounds really quiet. So you do think you have an entrance into this area.
I'm doing that, and I'm doing it stealthy.
Give me a stealth check.
28.
Burbage, you are able to slip inside if you'd like, very quietly.
Is that blood on the floor?
That's blood on the floor.
Yay!
Lots of blood.
Oh.
There are a few bodies in this room. Yeah, that's kind of what you see, but you are being very, very quiet.
I
All right.
thought we were supposed to be waiting.
Did I fuck up the plan already?
No. We were trying to get in
Yeah,
before...
we gotta get inside, and then we'll wait inside, and then you get to kill the cat.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on in, guys. It's nice and bloody in here.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's essentially the opposite of hospitable.
So you guys think I'm being too cheerful, considering the circumstances around my friend's death? I think this is just how I cope with difficult emotions. All right, come on in.
Oh,
Do you need stealth checks from all of us if we're trying to do this quietly?
Yeah, anyone who's trying to be quiet, stealth check.
Yep.
And then Hikari, when are you wanting to cast your spell? Because you're not necessarily able to see when people are gathering right now.
Can she kind of hold
Yeah.
it?
Of course. Yeah. You just need
So I
20
can-
minutes at some point.
Okay.
But could she prepare could she do like spend the 20 minutes and then do the equivalent of holding the spell?
Oh no.
Okay.
Just because that's the casting time. So you would just need to.
Well,
at the end of that 20 minutes, it will have gone.
Can I move around while I'm casting it?
Not really. Yeah. Not for the ritual. No, certainly.
Okay.
Guys.
So I mean, I'm gonna come with you guys, I would think, or do you want me to stay out here and do it?
No. Come with us.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to split
when
the party,
we get to the tunnel, worst that happens is that we have to wait 20 minutes in the tunnel. That's all.
Yeah. So I'll. Sorry, what am I supposed to be rolling again?
We just need to get in the window.
Yeah. So
am I rolling?
18 stealth for me.
Stealth. Yeah.
I would suggest that. Okay, I just now saw a whisper. That is disconcerting.
Okay.
So I'll deal with that in a second. Do
Does
we have a
Hikari
way?
Also, Hikari, you're at disadvantage with your armor.
I was gonna ask, can we help her now that we're inside to at least offset that?
Yes. So it would be a.
Wait,
6.
Why do I have disadvantage?
With your armor.
Your armor grants disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
You jingle.
It's good armor, but it's
So basically, with Burbage at the window helping everybody through, that would have given her just a normal roll instead of disadvantage.
Yeah, just the 6 there. Though everyone else seems to be very good at slipping inside. Real quick, we'll pause. Burbage, did you need to do anything about that whisper?
Yeah, let's say that Burbage was able to help the others, but as he was starting to help Hikari, he noticed one of the bodies in the room move a bit and accidentally let Hikari fall.
All right, it's just like a clang, clang, clang.
Which body?
This one right here?
The one in the green?
We've kind of twitched a little bit.
I'll point that out to everybody.
Wait, are we in there yet?
Did you just stepped closer to it, Burbage? Or
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm staying.
I'm not trying to give anything away. I just want to make sure. Okay.
I pointed it out to everybody with a little gasp. That body moved. Should I shoot it?
No.
Clang,
Which
clang,
body
clang.
moved?
It's a body in green. This green-robed figure.
Ah.
So real quick in this room, this is kind of where it seems like a lot of the business of the town takes place. They'd be sitting up here. You'd have a lot of people kind of milling around, sitting. There's a door back here that then leads to the stairway areas.
And this doesn't look like a place where Shenik has been hanging out, I would think.
No, this actually looks a little dusty, and there's dried blood everywhere. These bodies have been dead a while in here. The smell is incredibly terrible. Yeah.
Do I have any sense of what might be making that body twitch? Like, can I kind of check it from where I am?
You can give me a perception check. Yeah.
20, not nat.
With a 20, you can see a bit more movement. It's something underneath the clothing that seems to be moving just a little bit. Maybe not the body itself.
It doesn't seem like it's... And just very quickly, it doesn't seem like it's the body itself. There's something under the clothes.
Ugh. If it's a rat...
Oi! Under the body. What are you?
There is no answer.
Well, that's all I've got.
All right, from where we're at, where do we need to go from here? Can we like avoid the body and the something inside of it moving?
Well, it seemed like the door was sort of in this lower right corner of the room.
Yeah, I mean, Burbage would be like, I say we just kind of try to sneak around it.
I like that idea.
I don't think it heard me ask what it was, because if it had, it would have answered me, right?
Yeah.
Do I sense anything going on with this body, the one that's sort of between me and the door?
Sure, give me another perception check.
23.
You get the sense there's something moving underneath the skin of this one.
Ew.
No, that's...
Hey, Andy, no thank you.
Yeah.
Could we, not? Is that an option?
The window's right back here. You can
So I'm gonna cast a spell real quick when I saw that on the second body.
You didn't. Aideen saw it, but if
I didn't. Okay, never mind.
But if she told you about it, that's you.
I'm gonna say, I think we should avoid all the bodies in this room and get to the door.
Oh, this is just like that game I played when I was young with my brother. We played this game called The Floor is Bodies.
What the fuck, Burbage?
Floor is bodies.
Yeah, we had to pretend that the floor was bodies and then we had to avoid them.
Not lava?
What's lava?
There's like a bench back here, like pew of a church.
Pew.
It's a little bit away from this thing.
Well, do I also think that I could...
Where's the door?
In the lower right corner.
Okay.
So
The walls look all the same.
do I? Do I think we could sort of skirt around, sort of cutting between the two bodies, and then get down towards the door?
Please give me the path that you walk. Yes.
I hate this so much.
And sorry, before we start walking, I am going to cast Beacon of Hope. That gives a bunch of protection to all of us, if that's okay.
Interesting.
Nice.
You can absolutely do that.
This is an example path. It's not the path we're walking, but I drew an example path.
You did draw an example. All right, Beacon of Hope.
Cool.
So all of you, when you look at Hikari, all of a sudden, her hair is like golden. She's giving off this sort of elegant, bright light. But you're very careful. You look all around the room, and she's not actually casting light on anything in the room. She just appears amazing, and you feel like you can do anything as long as she's around.
Nice.
And you have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And any
if
sort of
we get...
healing.
Yeah.
So, I think that would be the path that I would take, because it seems to be the maximum possible distance from the bodies, but I would check for any traps that I might be able to see along here. Like, I can't tell what all these images are, but it seems like I'm sort of going between two posts or something here.
Yeah. Yep, these are just columns that go up and stuff. But
Aideen, do you want me to go first? Because I'm big, so they can't hurt me because I'm big.
Might not be the worst thought in the world.
Okay.
But, do I need to make an investigation check to see if I'm seeing anything, like, along this path?
You'd have to probably within about 15 feet of you for now. Yeah. Until you start moving.
Okay. 12?
Good. Yeah, within about 15 feet along that path, there's nothing that looks like you would trigger it.
Hold on, let me let my cat out because he's complaining at my door.
You're good. Yeah. And Stormbringer, whenever you'd want to move, that's fine too.
Yeah, so I'll move.
Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say, Hikari? Or
I was just going to say, I accidentally cast the wrong spell.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I meant to do protection from evil and good. And then I read the thing.
Oh,
So can I do that instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean...
So, I think Aideen would tell Stormbringer to maybe get to where I had scouted out to.
Who are you casting that on, Hikari?
I'm actually gonna cast it on myself since I'm the.
Okay.
I didn't mean to cast Beacon of Hope. I switched them up, but I'm gonna cast it on myself. Since I have the healing powers.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
I'm basically protected from like fiends and undead and stuff like that.
Totally, yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna complain about the cleric making sure they're protected. Yeah.
Nope. So I would tell Stormbringer to like go up to here, make sure nothing happens, and then follow her up so I could check again.
Here?
That was where it was, right, Andy? 15 feet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that.
And nothing happened, I assume?
Nothing at all.
And then I'm going to get to here and then check again.
Okay.
11.
With an 11, yeah, you feel you don't see any traps in this area. And you're kind of looking at the door, too, and you don't see any sort of mechanism from here.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going then, Aideen.
Aye.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming you didn't actually cut that diagonal.
Yeah, I get it,
No, I followed the path.
You followed the path. As you did, the body kind of jerked a little bit in its armor.
But that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
You are now outdoors.
I guess it's okay then, right, you guys? Should I go out these doors?
No.
No?
Okay.
I'm gonna follow and try to get to where I could hear out the door.
Yeah, right there would be good.
Okay. And make a perception check. 19.
19 is really good. You think you hear some laughter again? Deep, like not in this next area, but somewhere else in the manor. But you don't hear anything you feel near you, at least.
So I would basically, all right, follow exactly that path, and I don't think there's anyone right outside.
Guys, wait for me to get there so I
Yeah.
can do an Arcana check on the door.
Okay.
I'm sneaking.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
Nothing. You're good. Yeah, you follow that path. You get down to the door. Please, give me an Arcana check, Burbage.
Oh.
With a 6, you feel, this is fine. No magic here.
This feels fine, guys.
Okay.
Should I wait for the rest of the group, or just should I open the door?
I don't know, because, I mean, Charity was always the one who did Arcana checks, and, Stormbringer, why don't you try too, just to be safe?
Yeah, I'm magic. I
Come
can
up
do.
here.
I do magic storms.
Yeah, I remember when we first met, I didn't believe that you were magic.
But you do now, right?
I got a 10.
Yeah.
With a 10, Stormbringer, you think the door is perfectly fine. You don't feel any magical effects or see any runes or anything that would tip you off.
Seems good to me.
And I don't get advantage for having a great Arcana check last time with the silver wire.
Not here.
If I'm looking especially for like the silver wire. All right, Burbage opens the door.
I'll say that lowered the DC a little bit to detect it. But no, you don't detect it. No.
All right, we're going in.
Quietly now. Also, is Hikari like following us, or?
I don't know. She's.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't moving my icon. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Move your icon, Hikari, where you'd like to. This purple line is seemingly safe that they've drawn. Good. Keep going.
So,
Guys, I see some weird lettering on the
as
floor
you
in
get
here.
here.
God damn it.
Oh,
Everything's
Andy,
fine.
Andy!
You're good.
Oh,
You're good.
you-
Keep going.
garbage.
I'm so sorry. I love it.
actual trash human.
It's my puckish nature. Okay. You see the entry foyer to this area. You can even see a little bit up to the second floor, and you see the suit of armor kind of down in this corner on the second floor. Good with a 12 perception. You're not really hearing much here. There are doors, double doors going back this way. And that's the only doors that you have on this first level, at least.
I'm going to try to listen again to see if I can hear where the laughter that I heard is.
Okay.
15.
You hear a bit of talking, you think, from these double doors.
There's someone behind the doors.
Burbage will kind of like nod and point at Aideen, and then he'll like widen his eyes and he points to the door, and with his other hand he like puts a finger to his mouth, and then he's gonna like look at everybody and he's gonna use his hands to kind of motion like toward the door where we're gonna go for the statue, and he's gonna like do a complicated kind of gesture indicating basically that, hey, we're gonna walk across the room and through that door.
Stormbringer's just frowning in confusion at him. But she's gonna like slowly nod.
Qrotch is just shaking the head, like, oh my gosh.
Aideen understands, right? Aideen, follow what Burbage said.
Just go.
He's waving you through to oh, you want me to just... All right, I'll just go. Okay.
Aideen, this is fresh blood. This is something that has been here only not even 24 hours. Here and then on the stairs.
Ah, shite. And just to be clear, Andy, sorry. This is for Adam, partially. The route that we're trying to take is, well, I don't mean specific footpaths, but it's like up these stairs and then back along this way.
Oh, exactly.
Gotcha. Like, we're not trying to go through a door on this level or anything. I just wanted to make sure before Burbage went over to the corner, there was a trap there, but he didn't mean to be there.
Gotcha.
Sure, yeah. That's helpful. Yeah, Burbage will sneak on ahead up the stairs, up on the right there.
On the right side? Okay.
Yeah, the side that we're supposed to go.
Sounds good. It's a perfect side. Okay. Let me see how to do this.
Ugh. I hate this already.
I'll put Burbage over here like this. All right. So Burbage, Adam, you can now see kind of the top floor looking down. Does that make sense now?
I got news for you, buddy. I can't. I think you need to give my icon sight again or something.
Okay. You're right. There you go. That's sight. There you go.
That's much better. Thank you.
And then anyone else who wants to go up the stairs, I'll do this with, but in case you don't.
Is yet. Burbage reacting to anything? Is he going up?
Right now, Burbage, you don't see anything. You do see the suit of armor in this back corner.
Right.
Also, is Hikari following us?
I think we lost her.
Sorry, yes. I keep forgetting to move my icon. I just keep moving the page, and then I was trying to talk without pushing my button. Sorry, I will move.
You're good.
I'm trying to be very perceptive as I walk up these stairs because, I don't know, maybe Burbage sees the blood on the opposite end of the room on the other stairs. And he's just really curious about what caused that blood on the stairs over there.
As Hikari's leaving, Aideen's going to gesture to her to close the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's Burbage? Okay.
His 1 became an 18.
Indeed. All right.
Anything about these stairs or about the walls?
No. So Burbage, you okay, with an 18, you see a little bit of blood up here on the top landing as well. And you also hear a voice from this door here.
The first floor or second floor?
Second floor.
Okay.
Can you guys see this?
No, not right now.
No.
Okay, good. I was like, I'm totally on a different page from you guys. So.
No, and I figured you might be. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Is the door open or closed?
Closed. Though a little bit of light is coming through from the other side.
Oh, God. Burbage will, with another series of hand gestures, indicate to the others that he hears a voice behind that door. But he's going to keep going stealthily, and when he gets up here, he's going to see if he can hear anything or make out what he hears on the other side of that door.
Okay. One more perception check then.
13.
All right. So that close, you can hear like a muffled rah, rah.
Like a lawnmower?
Nope. Like a person going rah.
Does this sound like somebody who's gagged?
Not really. It's just muffled with the door. Also. And they're not being very loud.
Burbage is going to frown at the door and indicate that everybody should very quietly come up the stairs so we can go over to the statue. But he's also going to investigate this blood on the floor and try to see what caused it.
Give me a medicine check. And then anyone else who wants to go up the stairs, let me know.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
I'd be going up. The only thing I was going to ask is if would there be any reason why it would be easier to like climb the wall to the statue?
Not that you could see, no. It seems easiest just to go up the stairs and turn the corner here. But,
okay.
I mean, you do you. So Burbage, go ahead and give me a stealth check. Why doesn't everyone give me a stealth check if you're kind of heading this way?
Okay.
Hey.
Oi, Qrotch.
Yeah, what was that?
That's a crit miss, Qrotch.
I'm trying to help everybody be stealthy as they come up.
Okay.
Especially Qrotch.
You could help one person, either Qrotch or Hikari.
I mean, Burbage is
disadvantage.
Burbage is trying to impress.
Is in need of it right now.
I would say that. I would also say that probably Burbage helping Qrotch would be a little easier, and I can help Hikari a little better, just given relative sizes.
Yeah.
And Burbage is trying to impress Qrotch and be a team.
Yeah, I'll say that Burbage, with your role, which was an 18, you're able to kind of tell Qrotch and Aideen kind of where some of the loose floorboards are, and so I'll let you roll that again, Qrotch.
All right.
Oh my!
Damn, that's then.
So much better.
That's a lot better.
Oh my!
Hey, Qrotch,
so all of you
low
feel,
five.
all of
We're
you
such a good team.
Quite stealthy. Keep moving.
What did my 7 medicine check reveal about the blood? Is this real blood? Andy.
Yeah, it happens to be real blood.
Okay, gross.
Whoa.
Does he recognize the blood?
Have I seen this blood before?
No, I mean, it looks like blood. Like all blood looks like blood.
And then there seems to be more of it along here.
Along the right side of,
and
heading
is
toward the statue. If not drugs, toward the statue.
Oh, hey guys. Going off of what we've seen so far, it seems like somebody was bleeding and dragged their own bleeding body maybe up these stairs toward the statue and into the tunnel toward which we are currently headed. We might want to prepare ourselves for there to be either a corpse or a dangerously injured, bleeding person on the other side.
Hikari, the door opens right behind you.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Okay.
Smiling, sort of stepping into the hall, saying, I never saw her again. Hey, wait.
So, did we see someone, like, we saw someone step out?
Yep, you see this guy now step out of the door, and he seemed to be talking to someone. And right now he just looks a little confused at you, Hikari.
Okay. Can I just turn around and smile at him and be like, "Hey, I've been looking all over for you."
For me?
Yeah. You're the guy that called about the people, right? I'm gonna use persuasion on him.
I think you're gonna use
I roll for
deception,
persuasion?
Hikari. Please
What?
roll deception.
Deception, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at this. I have no idea why I did this.
It's perfect. He sees a line of people trying to be sneaky, and you say you called about the people. 20 deception.
Yes.
He goes. He
Yes!
sort of looks back and he says, "Yeah, the people, yeah. The I mean, I didn't call, but I'm sure Shenik did."
Yeah, we need you to clear the room so we can clean up the blood. All right.
Oh, clean up all the from the. Oh, he brought back the guy last night, and there's a lot of blood around. Yeah.
Yeah, can you? But you're getting in the way of the process. Can you go back in? Tell everybody to steer clear of the foyer.
Oh, stay out of this area. I was gonna go get a snack.
Yeah, you can do that later. All right.
Oh, I'll just go get a snack real quick.
I'm gonna toss him. I'm gonna toss him a ration.
Oh, what's in the ration? Eating. What do you normally eat?
Dried fruit, some dried meat, and sort of crackers.
Oh, actually, this will do fine. And he steps back in. As he turned around, Hikari, you saw this giant maul on the back of, slung to the back of him as well. And he shuts the door, and you hear him say something to, "Yeah, we can't go out there cleaning up the blood."
That is awesome.
And all of you just unclench your butt cheeks for a second there.
Good job, Hikari.
Aideen's just like,
Shall we?
does this look like, to Aideen as like a tracker, does this look like a blood trail was dragged, or something that was bleeding a lot was brought up the stairs and then was brought this way to where we're headed?
Yes.
And
along the ground.
Does it look like, are there any other doors along this hallway besides the one?
Yep, one right by Burbage here.
Does it look like the blood trail went through the door or to the statue?
Give me a survival check.
Do you mind if I check that as well? Because I was trying to track.
Yeah, 2 of you can do it. Yep.
15.
19.
Good, 15 and 19. Both of you are pretty sure it leads past the suit of armor.
What do you mean by that?
It's in the cavern.
Qrotch, who's never been here before, guessed it correct.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, they went.
I thought you meant like there was hallway that we couldn't see any still or something. Okay.
I mean, there kind of is. Like the suit of armor is covering up that small area that you remember
okay.
from last time, where it's a secret, then sort of stairway down.
All right. So does this change?
Hikari, have you started casting that spell yet? Because it seems like Shinik knows about the suit of armor, so we're not going to be very hidden.
Yeah, so I should probably start casting it. Yes.
I think so, right, you guys?
Yeah, and why doesn't everyone give me one more stealth check here?
Wait, why are we trying to be stealthy? They know we're in the hallway.
Yeah, they think we're cleaning blood.
Yeah, fuck you, Andy.
Yep.
Yeah!
You don't have to be stealthy at all.
I think we
Right,
very
but we
much
should
want to.
probably get to where it is we're headed.
Well, I fumbled my stealth check.
20.
Yeah, you're Stormbringer. You're looking at the suit of armor and trying to ascertain
Jeez
where the blood
Louise.
goes, and you turn around and your giant shield on your back sort of catches on the suit of armor, and it goes clang, 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 clang. The sword topples down over, and you hear some rustling around in this room right next to you. Then.
Let's just go behind the statue, you guys.
Yep.
That was loud.
Okay, so I'm gonna go behind the statue.
All right, yeah, the sword is removed, and so the statue is actually walking to the side, and then motions for you to move past it into the secret entrance area.
Last one in, put the sword back.
Yeah, last one in has to
Also,
put the sword.
sorry, start
Oh, this
that
isn't the
spell.
game.
Yeah, Qrotch, as you pass this door, it opens, and standing right in front of the door is Rosenberg,
Oh, fuck.
and he says, "Oh, Captain Sticky."
Rosenberg?
And that concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. Or nearly does. Could I have everyone hop off for a second?
Oh, man.
Oh, everyone.
Literally
Okay.
Everyone. And I do mean everyone. If you don't
Hi.
mind putting down, I'll get you back in Discord, but if
You know-
everyone wouldn't mind.
Adam is gonna edit this and hear whatever you're saying.
I'm going to make Adam not hear this one. If he knows.
Yeah, if I have to, yeah, I will.
Okay.
Be... All right. Okay.
Goodbye.
And then I'll bring everyone back on to say goodbye, and then that'll be it for tonight.
Cool.
All right. Is everyone gone? Can you hear me? Good. Okay. All right. All right. In Diefield, it's snowing lightly. And Avery, Burbage's brother, scurries around his home. He moves his pots aside, and in the back of his cabinet, he detaches a small item that had been held in twine to its roof. He takes it to his kitchen table and begins wrapping this object in brown paper. Moving it back and forth, though, triggers just a few chimes within it to ding softly. Then there's a knock at Avery's door. Avery finishes tying a coarse twine as he takes a deep breath. "I'm coming," he shouts, and hesitantly moves to the door and opens it. A figure quickly moves inside, hooded, closes the door behind them. And Avery says, "Oh, I have it right here," and grabs the brown package. "You think it'll work, though? You think this can save Burbage?" "Where was it?" The figure moves its hood. A bit of slush falls to the ground, and Avery and Burbage's mother stands in the darkened foyer. "How'd you get out of your commitment?" "Now you're concerned about that," Avery says. "Avery, concern for my children has never been a deterrent of mine." I found it in Lesser Banya, actually. And I didn't even have to burn anything down. It was plain next to a large acorn pot of some sort. And then I just gave those bastards a reasonable facsimile. Hey, once they find out, they're They're gonna kill me, yeah. I mean, they're stupid, but they'll figure it out eventually. And Avery moves to the stove and removes the hot water that is just starting to boil. And a cat meows in the other room, and Avery runs quickly to the other room to chase it. I see. And Mother Kemp removes her rapier from its sheath, and she sets the package on the table. Stupid, you say? She moves quietly into the other room behind Avery. However, when she arrives, the room is empty. No Avery. No cat. Shit, she says, looking around frantically, back and forth. A voice then sounds from the shadows, its source unseen. Yes, stupid. Mother would never have gone that long without critiquing my housekeeping. So who are you? And Avery's mother drops the disguise. This was not Mrs. Kemp, after all. This was an entirely different halfling, a man, a scruffy beard. And his voice drops to its natural tone. I fucking hate you, Kemps, he says. And the figure returns to the kitchen, reaches for the brown package, but it is no longer on the table. That didn't answer my question, the disembodied voice says. This mysterious figure answers, frustrated and starting to panic, looking around from side to side. There whispers in the dark. And then, phoot! A crossbow bolt strikes into his flesh and immediately strikes black streaks under the skin, up the neck, and the breath stops, and the figure drops. The house grows quiet. Outside, the wind picks up and the soft notes of a music box play into the empty night air. Alright, let's get everyone back then.
Secrets. Andy.
Secrets.
I don't like secrets.
Seriously.
Sorry. Well, hey, that concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. Hey, if you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter at HelpfulGoat, or check out our Facebook page at Helpful Goat. Thanks so much to everyone for playing. Thank you, Chris. Again, at Vexing Design with 3s instead of E's. Everyone should follow you. Thanks so much for playing. And thanks, everyone, for listening. We immensely appreciate it. And from all of us on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Good night.
Chris, you were amazing. Everybody was so good.
Also, just to be clear, Andy meant follow her on like social media, not literally
not
follow
like
her.
Real life. That might freak her out.
As just everyone in the world is now slowly following you as you walk.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's like it follows except with everyone.
Oh.
Everyone follows. Anyway, with that amazing image, have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.